You know what
Gotcha.
I mean? It didn't get a...
Hey, hello, everybody. I hope you're out there as kind of having some technical difficulties. We got gremlins in the machine this time, even after we have figured out the other stuff. So bear with us if you can see us. We're trying to get back on and create another live. And those that were with us, we're going to try to get you back, creating a link here.
All right, here we go. 1 minute ago.
All right, is that us? Are we on there? You having the same problem with your iPad that I am?
Not really.
All right.
Somebody already gave us a thumbs up.
So somebody's getting on live. Dan can't get on YouTube, so
this has definitely become a problem in the stormy areas, guys. I'm not even 100% sure you can see me, but we're
yeah, you can. There you go.
We're sorry.
We're
sorry. I want to talk with everybody. I came out in the ice in my wife's brand new truck. So let's just see what's going on here. For some reason, it won't let me pull it up either.
I wasn't even the touchscreen. Here, this is us right here, right? So live again. Let's try this again. There we go. Now we're here. Let's just use that one. Now see if we can get the. We're delayed. So sign into StreamYard, or if you want to talk on here, we can just talk on this camera, and I can, we can just share this camera.
That's why you think we're together?
We're on now. So
Paul needs to. Can you hear us too, Paul? Please give us a thumbs up, my friend. We need something. Somebody throw me a heart.
We're hurting here. We're
hurting. Yeah. Icy, stormy night for everybody. I'm trying to get you all backlogged on. I might have to go back and tell.
All right, there we go. You can hear us. Wow, this is crazy.
Thank God. Thank God.
We got all kinds of ghosts in the machine here, mainly us or me or whoever. Yeah, that's weird.
We're going to get this. I hate for a problem that we actually had a whole live stream up. We had 6 guys waiting to come on and show all the new tools and stuff we have. But with the storm going on, we've been having a connectivity problem and it keeps booting us out. So I want to try to go back to the guys that are maybe stuck on the other live, try to get them over here. And let's at least get the party started anyway. This is the best that we can do. Yeah, we're all hunkered in for the night.
Yeah,
so.
I hope everybody's safe out there for starters. Let's start there. We're here. I mean, having technical difficulties is no big deal compared to what some people are going through. So I feel fortunate to be icy here.
Okay, we're definitely on.
Okay, that's good. Good. So we're good.
That's the first thing that we're definitely on. And I see my buddy Paul Rentmeester. Adam Roof from Georgia.
I don't know if I remember Adam. Adam, have you been here before on our lives? Don't know where. Let's see who else we got going on here.
I'm just going to try to move this around a little bit.
Okay, that's where. So Adam, that's where I remember the your name from. You have a million time shirt, or you had an order. So thanks for that. Yeah, that's.
That you would remember.
They make me laugh. So I like that. So again, I don't know, for those that are just joining in, we got delayed. And then we have a panel of people that we had on in our StreamYard program, and Dan's working to get them back.
I know.
So,
and
Appalachian Farmstead. Howdy.
Hey buddy, Mike, how are you? I was wishing to here. I'm glad that you were actually on here, my friend. I bet it's cold and icy where you're at. Because it's pretty cold and icy here. So we brave to come out here and hang out with you guys. I want to hang out with all of you.
Hey, right on. Brussels Rocks, first time from North Idaho. Yeah, nice. Welcome.
Thank you,
Brussels. Yantis, Texas. Bruce Sumner, thank you for being here. Thanks for your patience, guys. It's going to be a little bit weird. Yeah, I guess we always have a little weird.
I think it'll get started.
I think we're going to get rolling.
I've been telling them to hang on.
Yeah, I'll give everybody. I'll wait a few minutes to give everybody an update, and then we'll get rolling. 10 degrees, no snow. Mike from Appalachian Farmstead. I'm good. 10 degrees, no snow. Yeah, well, I'll skip that. It's actually pretty cold here. We got ice. That was the first thing about the night, trying to get down here, and the car was completely sheeted over in ice, which couldn't get the doors open. So I had to walk.
I picked you up. You didn't get in the car.
I wasn't. Don't get in the car with strangers.
It was
man.
ice. It actually took me longer to get here. I don't have my truck. I had to borrow my wife's brand new truck. I almost came in the quad. And
oh my gosh, I can't even imagine that. That would be. I remember that one time. Yeah, snow later is coming in later. Okay, hang on, guys. So does anybody start us off? Anybody have any questions to start with? Whoever's here right now, as Dan works to get to get our lineup back and see if we can get our friends back with us to go over some stuff. But if anybody has any questions or comments, we can start there and see where we are. Don't want to leave you guys hanging here without some content.
And we had a whole show here planned where we actually can interact with a lot of you guys, and that's what we really like to do. I was getting to know names and faces and stuff like that. But I don't think that's going to happen tonight. So you're going to just have to stick with what me and Jay have to say. And then we'll just have to figure it out from there. But
we can kind of talk about some of the stuff that was going on without him, I guess.
We're going to just actually have to do that. So, guys, what we really did have is we were talking cabin talk. Let's at least get started with Jared because I don't know how long everybody's going to last here.
Yeah.
So Jared that I worked with, and we actually built a dovetail cabin in Bunyan with everybody. I've been a big promoter of his product, and and we actually became friends. That's how I became friends with almost every one of you guys, is actually through this social media channel. And I've met a lot of great people, and I know from my members, I talked to him about it, and for his dovetail cabin tools that he has going on here, for the guys that do join the membership, because we're always trying to get you the best tools at the best prices after they've been tested by two guys.
Portrait tested, some would say. I mean,
and I do know from him watching us and how we work at the show, he made some changes. And I think it's perfected now. So for my members, I know that he gave a special discount and that's what this month's giveaway kind of is. We did John from Star Hill Timberworks last month, and everybody got his practice guide, which you guys can all practice or look at or at least learn about timber framing. So we love John for that. I mean, he's totally community based, just like Jared is.
Well, they take care of the members and stuff, which is important. Something that's growing for us a lot,
And it's let's say American made guys, single guys, just putting stuff together and making it happen. So, I praise both of those guys. But he makes an excellent jig. You're going to hear a lot of different, let's say, ideas of the prices, and you can build it with plywood. You cannot build that jig and do what you need to do in a timely manner any other way. So I'm totally a big supporter of his product, and I'm glad that he's part of our community, and my guys love him. I know several of you members already bought some of the dovetail jigs, but I just got the approval for it now. So
better late than never.
Better late than never. So all the new guys, that's really what it's about. We've really got quite a few different tools and things going on here. So we're going to have to, hey, you were able to punch that up, Jay.
I was. Something's
working.
In
StreamYard?
Yeah, we're still in StreamYard. That's why I'd say there's a link for StreamYard for everybody.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I don't know where we're at. So we actually have a little bit.
We do. We can get them back in if we send everybody.
All right.
Because
we're gonna go long tonight.
Yeah. Well, because here we go. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging in there. So, Jared, we're gonna get you guys the link. So give us just a second, and we'll be back. We'll get you guys. Dan's gonna send you guys a link. And I'm going to say hello to a couple people here while Dan's punching everybody. Mark Cuss is here. Hello.
Mark,
Solid Building Corp.
Friend.
All right. Paul, we know Paul's here. Harmon Stanford. Hello there. Yes, we're staying sort of warm. Actually, I should probably put my hand warmers up, but we've been having other technical issues.
Do you know Harmon?
I don't know if I know Harmon.
I don't know Harmon. Someday I'm going to know you a little bit better, at least see your face. He's a Woodland Mills guy. He's all over the Woodland Mills. He's friends with Paul. They build the track. They build everything.
Okay. Jeez. Yeah, well, you know how bad I am. See, I love that memory of yours. It does bite me in the butt sometimes, but you have a good memory.
talk to him quite often.
Sorry about that, Harmon. I had no idea. That's
So I'm glad to see you here. Hopefully everything is going great for you. I'm not sure where you're at. I think the whole world is under snow and ice. And honestly, it's not that cold here, and which is what the problem is. And we got a lot of dang ice building up, and we're supposed to get about 2 inches of rain. Like, we're right on that line where the snow is happening and the ice is happening. So what else to do on a Saturday night but just hang out with everybody?
All right, now there we go. We got Jared here, and then hey, we got John Stoley. Stoley. What's up, John? Yeah, let's
John Stoley.
And then Johnny, has a question. We'll come back to Johnny in just a second, so we don't get back to you. Star Shadow, hello. I'm just trying to say hello to everybody, but might be kind of Scotty Callan's here. All right,
Scotty.
Do you want to bring Jared up?
Let's bring Jared up because we did a whole little segment without you, Jared. So at least let's let the people see who they're going to be buying this jig from, and who's going to take care of them in the long run.
Thank you for your patience, Jared.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh, I can't hear Jared now. Jared, are you on? You might be muted.
It doesn't show muted.
At least you guys are going to get to see him.
Let's see. Are you there? There we go. Hey.
Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you good.
One of these days, we know how to work wood. It's all these cables and stuff that are going on here.
Rednecks with electronics.
We need somebody here to help.
So you're a steel guy. And really, I gave you a pretty good ramble and was trying to just to tell the people, one about your jig, how we became friends over social media, how we met at Bunyan, how the improvements to your machine have went, and actually the discounts that you decided to give to some of my members. So we appreciate the community that you build and that you're part of our community. And all these guys, everybody that's on here, I consider part of our community. And,
very much so.
You bet.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me on. John was working on it too, and I think he'll be up here pretty shortly.
I don't know if I bounced him in yet. We were in a segment about you, so I figured I'd get to you first.
Well, thank you.
So how are you doing down where you're at? Are you okay with the storm?
Yeah. They were talking 20 inches and, the sky is falling and everything else. We ended up, so far, I think we've got maybe 1.5 inches, but it's cold. It's really cold. So
it's coming too. I think everybody's cold is coming in the aftermath. So,
yeah.
Is there anything you want to tell these guys about your jigs? Maybe some of the classes, because he actually not only just builds the jigs, you actually have the academy, my friend. So your spots are probably already filled up, but you'd be doing it every weekend.
It's crazy. We put 2 dates out. We have a spring academy and a fall academy. Our spring academy filled up in like 2 days. And honestly, I think it was just people getting notifications over those 2 days, but that filled up in 2 days. We've still got a couple of seats in our fall academy, but I think we could be doing classes probably once a month and just keep on trucking.
And keep on trucking.
I like it.
Is that what you're thinking about doing? Are you thinking about adding more classes or?
I'd love to, but right now we don't have the people or the ability to do that. We have to shut down production and bring in a bunch of extra crew and things like that to do the academies. So right now we're pretty much sticking with those 2. We may add one. We've been talking with you guys about possibly doing one out in Tennessee and just kind of kicking around that idea a little bit. But outside of that, the 2 that we have scheduled right now, that's all we've got planned. So
let's see in the comments. Does he actually need to stop production and make more classes for the people? Does he need to gear up and get his wife welding in the shop? Or do we just have a timber frame cabin building in Tennessee? So I don't know how many people want to do that. They might want to go to Missouri. It's closer to Branson. Spring City is close to nothing. So if you like woods, you're good. But Other than that, I think Branson's where we should be.
You know, it's a good town to be around.
I do know that. So let's see all the people that are on it. We have members everywhere. I got to at least give a shout out to our members, because this membership has grown way past any expectation that I have. And
I'm sad your members are growing fast.
Very fast, yeah.
So, and these are all new people, and sometimes they text me, and I know their real name. Sometimes it's some call sign from YouTube. I don't know who, Billy Bob McGaffrin or something is. So it's there's really everybody that's on here. We got John E. We got Mr. Joe Robb, who just joined tonight.
That's you. Okay,
friend.
that's
Scotty Callan. He actually has been a member for a while. He's got himself a shirt. My Paul Rentmeester. It doesn't matter. He's always a member, as far as I'm concerned. John Stoley, Theodore Homestill. I did see you on the list. I do not know your name, so if you want to, I'm guessing it's Theodore. Let's go with Theodore. Theodore Homestill. It's so small. My eyes are so bad.
Theodore Toms. Theodore Toms. I think that's what it is.
Okay, Theodore Toms.
Well, I really need my glasses. I should put my glasses on.
And Chris, I've spoken to Chris almost every day this week. I don't know, from blades to dovetail jigs to my dovetail jigs, Brian's farming videos. I mean, this is a whole list of the We're on a public live here looking for new people, and my members are up here just smashing it. So I could sit here all day and just keep rifling you guys off. I'm going to tell you right now, I love each and every one of you guys, and we actually work hard to get you the best stuff. So I know I've been teasing you guys, and I got to get Podger on the.
Is he not here? So,
you know what? He's probably on the other live.
Did he come on before?
Oh my God! Let's wait on him. I don't know if John popped up there.
We should show this the jig in motion.
Show the jig.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, Jared. We're gonna show this. You remember this
little video?
Yeah, buddy.
Who doesn't love that?
Craig's an animal, man. He jumps in there and gets after it.
Right he is. I just sent him the link because I want him to come in and say hello to you.
Yeah, he's great, right? So, that was a lot of fun at Paul Bunyan with that. I mean, gosh, so many people. We've talked about that before, but I mean, it was that was impressive.
It was a lot. It was a lot of work to get done in a day and a half. I'm not gonna lie, with just one jig, a million people asking questions. But I don't know how many sales you got there, but my booth was crowded the whole time, and it's definitely not from my good looks. I mean, they were.
It was crazy. It was crazy, and every time a chainsaw would start up, people would just show up. I mean, it'd get down to where there was just a couple of people left, and you start a chainsaw, and boy, all of a sudden there'd be 30 people there, and they're all asking and really, plugged in and intrigued what's going on. It was awesome.
It really did. I mean, and that's how I did it. I'm like, it's slowing down, light it up, man.
Yeah.
It was fun. I can't say that we're going to build another dovetail cabin next year. I was thinking of taking Nate's job wherever Nate might be here. I was thinking of sitting under the tent, maybe having some maple or sandwich.
I want some mojitos. I don't even know what a mojito is. That sounds good.
but I doubt it. But
you guys could have had that cabin done in day one.
It was pretty.
We had to slow down.
Yeah, I mean,
we were short material. Yeah. People didn't show up with all the stuff we want. I'm under pressure. The jig here, how many chainsaw blades, all that baloney. So it worked out because we build stuff or die trying.
That's care. Right. It works. That's
I was worn out.
Well, you usually are. You go pretty hard. Hey, Jared, can you see the comment there on the screen?
Yeah, I'm trying to glance over.
What's your most common jig size that you sell?
Most common that we sell is probably the 6x8, and the next would be 6x10, and then after that, probably the 8x8. Those are the three big players. The 4x6 is pretty common in kind of northeastern Canada, where they don't have much for, sizable timber. But outside of that, the 6x8 is probably the number one.
Yeah.
Well, that's because somebody was saying that they, well, I lost track of the comments already, guys. There's so much going on, but it was like, yeah, the hardest part or something about, is, what size to get, right? Because there's so many possibilities. And when you're building, like, what
Correct.
do you got to kind of have that established ahead of time. So
we get that question a lot. And my approach is, if you've got big timber, use it. It's less chinking that you've got to do. The larger logs look pretty impressive, but, really it comes down to what timber you have, and then can you handle that size of logs? If you don't have the equipment to handle a 12 by 12 log, then that pretty much puts you out of that business, even though it looks pretty cool for your cabin.
It does, and that is a huge thing. I was going to say the 6x8s, and depending on what pine you were using, because we brought pine from all over the country, from Utah, from Ohio. We bought some from Tennessee, and the stuff that we have down here is like lead. I mean, it's oak-like. It was very surprising. We did 100 beams in the last few weeks, and we've been actually, I want to say, milling and putting our timber frame, big pieces together, cutting our joinery. So I've been working with it, and I like it, but the 6x8 is manageable. Even, if you got a 14-footer, you and your buddy can, I want to say, easily, Yeah,
I don't know if you guys have seen the videos that we've been putting out on Facebook and stuff, but at our academy last fall, we didn't use any equipment once we got students here, because I didn't want to have, heavy equipment, heavy machinery running around. So we had the students literally, they'd pick up a log, take it from the stack over to the sawhorses, they'd cut the dovetails on it, then pick it up and go and stack it. And it worked incredibly well. Kind of kept everybody plugged in, but with 2, 3, maybe 4 guys, and these are 16-foot, 17-foot logs, it was manageable, and we stacked up to just a little over shoulder high.
Sure.
Just using manpower. And it was great. It worked really well.
It's a good size to work with. I mean, I have bigger timber, but I actually like the size. I mean, unless you're building something for, visual, it's more than sufficient.
Yep.
We have another new apprentice tonight, Jay.
Okay.
Elmer Hall. Can I see that? Am I right? Elmer Hall. If I even pronounce your name wrong, I'm sorry. That's all I can say. I have a hard time actually even seeing what those little words
we had
say.
somebody else that joined today,
But
too.
there was 3 people that joined today. We're going to have to go back through the feed, because like normal, my friend, this thing is rocking, and everybody's hearing about your dovetail story, and they're already yelling that they want to do a Tennessee class. So
We got quite a few. I posted a few up there so you can see it.
maybe this time we can get you here for the whole weekend, not just the show appearance for a couple hours.
We'd love to. If we got a little bit of a heads up and can plan it, we'd love to be there.
Pirate Solutions right there. I mean, it's a terrific product. He's a buddy of Craig's. That's how I know him. I know everybody because of Craig, and I don't know where he showed up, because we sent him a link a couple of lives back that we were trying to run tonight.
Okay, guys, I'm trying to catch up. We got a lot of comments. I really appreciate all the activity.
Let's go read through some of them.
Let's back up a little bit.
Here. Let's see if they've actually got, or if we have some questions that Jared can answer.
Yeah, Jared, you okay hanging out?
Yeah, you bet.
Guy good looking like that.
Let me see.
Let me see. On a Saturday night.
This one, I think I know the answer to this, but do you sell dovetail patterns? I have a tool to cut them out themselves.
We don't yet. We've considered it, but we are not to that point yet where we're just selling the patterns. Right now, we're just selling complete units.
Okay. Well, there you go. Let's see.
We're going to have a little compliment to your guys, because my new jigs, I didn't put them together yet. Let's join this all together, because it's Dovetail Cabins, Dovetail Framing. And we're going to have this new jig is coming out that's actually going to work great for you guys, that you're building your cabin, do your floor system, your rafters, all with this one kit. I've got so many things, the improvements we made to this. I'm going to hold it a little bit of a secret. It's going to take me about a couple weeks to get this out to you. But guys,
I need one of those, Dan.
I know. I can't even get one myself. It showed up today. The guy with FedEx was like, "You kidding me? It's ice out." He's like, "There's a 75-pound box at my front door." So I just wanted to bring that up, and naturally, it's limited. We're all guys here, like I said, small family guys here building this in America. He's building each jig hand by hand. I mean, yes, he has laser machines and the machinery to do it, so hats off to you. Same with John. I mean, these guys find the best tools, and that's not easy. This is not an easy thing to do. You don't think he's just sitting at home thinking that those dovetail jigs are getting put together?
I don't know. Don't those lasers run themselves and stuff, though?
Yeah,
isn't that how that works?
When they work.
When they work.
I got to tell you, my wife puts in so much time designing everything, laying it out, fitting it on the sheet of metal, and then cutting it. She does all the cutting. I do all the welding, clean it up, then get it, dressed up, ready to go. And then she does all the packaging. So right now everything is touched by these two hands and then my wife's two hands.
I have to say on the note of packaging, I was incredibly impressed with how you guys, I'm like, you got the foam in there and then there are these little cardboard boxes. Is that normal? I
think it's been like a work in progress. This is a company. You're only a year and change, and 6 months. Am I right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. We're just a year into it.
Everything, every day you find something more efficient to work in your own business that you're not going to have problems with, and you keep learning and you keep building. That's what these guys want. They're like this guy's already figured it out, use your ideas to build their cabin.
Did you get the handwritten letter from my wife?
I did get the handwritten letter from you. I didn't think that was you.
That's not my handwriting. But she handwrites a note to every single customer.
Yeah, you love that. That's fantastic.
I did. And I appreciate that. Honestly, I thought you just wrote one to me. That's how it is. And I know Theodore,
it goes by T.
It goes by
Theodore.
There you go. Well, I see him. I have to mention him because he's one of my members. It gives me at least a little tag to say, hey, this guy's one of my members. And I know he's probably going to get one of yours, but he's asking about mine. And I think you're on the list, Theodore, if I'm not mistaken. I had a wait list there. This stuff's coming. Let me run through it. We're going to have to chip through some ice. And who knows? Yeah. You know what I mean? I want to put it through the ringer before I send any of this guys.
I don't know how you're keeping track of this. I have to say, I'm impressed with the amount of, again, coming back to the members, because that's really becoming an important part of what we're doing. This is all great because it created this community, but I don't know how you're keeping track of it right now because there's just a lot of people coming in, and that's amazing. So thank you, everybody. I didn't even know what that was. I'm like,
my whole life, I limited myself to 5 good friends, and then just blocked everybody out of my whole entire world and just did what I had to do. And now I have more friends to fill a ballroom, and I appreciate it because I know it makes us feel good, And honestly, I guess I have something to teach you guys or enjoy whatever antics we
somebody likes to listen to you.
I don't know why. My wife does not. She's all happy when she's like, oh, don't you have one of those livey things tonight?
I was wondering why we work 7 days a week. I'm like, Dan, another 7-day work week?
My wife takes care of me. She doesn't write the letters. She doesn't work on the jigs. She drives up here and tells me what the heck needs to be done in her mind, and
crack the whip
on the list.
Question for Jared: is there any chance for an adjustable jig? It's a chunk of change to lock yourself in. I'm assuming that Johnny said, to buy a bunch of different ones, but
So we have explored some adjustable jigs, and it's crazy when we start making anything adjustable. It adds so much weight and then colossal amounts of time to make that work and work right. We have not gone down that road. We'd love to make an adjustable jig, but it's just not feasible right now. It would probably make that jig cost about 4 times as much, just simply because of the time that it takes to put that together. So right now it's just a set size, and that's about all you get.
And you said strength too, like your guys' stuff is rock. It locks.
Yeah. When you start making something adjustable, there's so much to make it so that it moves. That you got to have slop in there and everything, and they're just not robust, and you lose a lot of the precision.
Yeah. Well,
now that would be in the moving of. Let me ask you a question, and this, I just posed this to you guys to see it make it work to be. I like multifunctional.
yeah, that's a word.
So
we use a lot.
Wouldn't it be easy enough? Say you had a 6x8 jig that it could do 4x8s, that it could do 8x8s, or am I off with the geometry because of the chainsaw getting wider on your angles?
The springs and I don't know. Oh, I see.
There is a way to do it. As long as the height of your log stays the same, you can buy, say, an 8x8 jig, and you can use it on a 6x8 or a 4x8. But what you have to do is put blocking in on the inside of that jig to fill that gap that would normally be the 8x8.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to put a 2-inch block in there and screw it in place. Then you can use it on a 6x8. Yeah. But if you're not pretty precise with that and careful with it, it just starts getting pretty sloppy and you lose a lot of that precision again.
Okay. I thought you could just add longer bolts and be adjustable.
Well, the trouble is the bar guides on your chainsaw don't move, to that distance. And the way the jig works, you've got to have bar guides in different places to be able to do that.
Yeah.
And then if you shrink the two halves of that jig in, you're actually changing the angle that you're cutting at because they're closer together. If you just look at geometry, you shrink something up like that, you're changing the angle of it. So now you're going to lose precision and you're going to have gaps that you're going to have to fill with chinking or something like that.
I got you.
I'm terrible at math, but I understood that when you said that, Jared. I got the whole.
I just heard no. Blah, blah,
No.
blah. And I'm like, yeah, well, that's what we want. Jack.
I'm trying to give you options, but they're not good options.
Honest,
I like you expanding on it. No would have been kind of not very interesting. Let's be honest.
Right.
We got a lot of people coming on here. Let's see. Give me a second here to. You know what this is? We're going to try something. Where did that go? We just had
go with it. Somebody signed on. We just had another
when we do one of these. Oh, here we go. So I'm gonna try to find these. This is cool. So Elmore Hall. Did we cover Elmore? So
I think
Elmore
we
Hall?
did, but thank you again, my friend. That's how we're supposed to do it. Pump you up. We welcome you to this group after a while.
Yeah. I just saw that. I'm gonna go back and look because somebody else joined, so they should be here too. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
So as you guys know, I actually said this in the last video. So the guys that are actually joining, I didn't tell me whether you're apprentice to foreman or not, but I'm actually going to be putting out for my foreman guys to do members only private chats where everybody can actually join in, but it's going to be maybe shorter, 15 minutes, half an hour, just one-on-one, the questions you have, just you and me, and the guys in the sidelines that are commenting like they do here, because a lot of guys don't want to get up on camera and look. I don't know.
I don't like to be on camera.
I'd like to meet you. I met you already. I'd like to meet them.
Yeah, well, that's important. Yeah. Let's not meet again.
So, and I actually know I'm already trying to work one right now with Chris. So I'm going to put a post out there. Any guys want to try to hook up with some times and we could try to do it. So it's not a Saturday night, 8:00. I mean, realistically, guys, I'm in bed at 8:00. We're just out here on Saturday nights hanging out with you guys. So
in your Eastern time, so that's like 4:00 normal people time.
I know that's why normal people. Did you say? You know what? We have the availability to turn your camera off right here. We never see you again. Make that jig blue, and we're going to sell them at a discount.
They actually have a button. They actually have a button for me that says "kick from studio." Doesn't that sound terrible? It's like, couldn't you just say "remove from studio"? I mean, we're going to bounce your ass out of the studio. A little aggressive, right? Hey guys, we'll try to get back to. I know there's a lot of questions coming in too as we go through, and so we'll see what we can get back to Please don't take offense. There's a lot of people on here, so I'm going to try to get to them when we can. If you don't hear them for a while, maybe just post them back down again if if you don't mind, and we'll try to catch
I'm actually rifling through them as
okay, all right.
As he's talking you of why we're not doing this.
Okay. Well, that's
I'm just going to be hitting them as I think.
All
now,
right.
Mr. Joe Rob, a guy that just joined in, he's also looking for, I'm guessing that he's looking for one of the jigs that I have. I'm not sure because the comment's not extremely clear.
This one right here?
Yeah, if you want to get Jared's Dovetail Cabin Tools, piece of cake. You remember? I give you a little code and he takes care of you. If it's going to be for me, I'll make a post here shortly. And I'm going to need to I haven't done it because I have a ton of guys waiting on my jig. I mean, actually, I don't want to say it in. I have 11 guys already waiting that I need to get these made for. And I'm going to get a list together. We'll add your name. And if you're a member, you're going to the top of the list. That's just how it is. Because you guys are with me from the beginning. I try to give every perk that I can for you. And I do have guys outside that are subscribers that aren't members and don't want to chat, and that's fine as well. You guys are going to get whatever we got.
Alan Vincent, I haven't seen you. I don't think Alan's been on for a while.
You know, Alan's been busy, Alan.
I'm like, I haven't heard from Alan. So just want to say hi to Alan.
Hi, Alan.
Hi, Alan.
I got to look for words to see if he's actually a member now. A lot of my old friends are like, why would I be a member? And I just call him anyway. So I'm only kidding, Alan. And he's Big Al Sawmill from Georgia. I don't know if you guys, you're probably getting the kind of weather I am, rain, I don't know, wanting to be ice, rain. But I think we got some cold coming. Pat Jennings finally made it over. I've been trying to post over there and get you guys over here. Pat, you guys know, is the first member we ever had at Timbertown. Him and Sue. I want to say we had a great time with all the timber frame tools and everything we did, but I enjoyed that steak and the barbecue.
I did.
That soup, man.
We didn't get to keep any of the tools, though.
We didn't.
No,
I did. Pat. I showed in the video today. Pat, I don't know. You give me a heart or something. Let me know that you saw it. I used your big giant square.
Oh.
People like, where did you get that?
I stand corrected. I'm sorry.
I know. See, I got to work the backbones of the YouTube channel thing. Did any of you guys? I'm sure you guys watched the video today. Hopefully you learned something because that was a lot of wood technology, I'm going to say, to get them beams right so that dovetail cabin tool goes quick and fast.
I think Paul said he really enjoyed it. I think at some point he said something. I think Paul Rentmeester said something about that one. I think it was Paul.
We met somebody else.
So here's something. So yeah, okay. So somebody, John or Jared, somebody was just agreeing with you. I'm just going to pop up some random comments from people at times because if we don't, just because there's so much going on there. But he says he was talking about your chinking gap would change when you were talking about, giving me a math lesson.
Yep, changing the angles. Yep,
Yeah.
It changes all of it.
Yep. Okay. So let's see.
Changes all of it. Well, look at me and him. We're going to have a conversation though outside this.
Okay.
And the crazy part is on those dovetails. If you've got a 1/4 of an inch change on your dovetail in the right place, it actually compounds 4 times when you start stacking your logs. So just a tiny bit of change makes a big difference as you start stacking.
Okay. So that's like a 1/16 of an inch over here on a 20-inch beam, right? Or 20-foot beam. I got you.
Yeah.
Let's see.
We have to chink ours yet. I think the wood part is probably the best. I mean, honestly, with you guys, I'm going to go chink X, and we're going to use insulation rope.
You know what? Everybody gets so scared about chinking, and it's really not that big of a deal. You get a little bit of that backer rod and a bucket of chinking, and just get after it. It really doesn't take that long.
Starting it is the long thing. When I don't really I don't feel like doing that. It could take forever. We get started and it's done. I
get it. Yeah. I don't really care for that part either, but once you get into it, it's really not bad. And you kind of get a feel for it and it starts going faster and faster. By the time you're done with 1 or 2 walls, you're cruising pretty good.
Let me bring it up if we can. Bottom one.
Okay.
We're trying to pull up Chris, who's also one of our members as well. I mean, look at most of the comments are hanging right on the bottom.
Sorry, Jared.
Sorry, Jared, but it's for you.
Oh, wait, I got the wrong
The
one. Which one?
question is for you, because he said, does anybody use the dovetail jig, with the molder logs? Meaning,
Oh, here we go.
Meaning that you can actually buy the molder from Norwood. I know Wood Miser has it. There's several people that have it. Actually, you know what? The swing blade I was looking at, that dimensional saw has it as well. So you can do zero chink gap, but you can actually mold your logs together. That's his question to you.
You can. It requires a custom built jig, and we have to have the exact dimensions. And once those dimensions are built into that jig, it has to stay there. But the one thing to keep in mind is you're using a chainsaw for essentially finish work. So it works great, but it is going to require just a little bit of fitting on your dovetails to make everything just really nice and tight. So a little bit of sanding or chisel work, whatever, to make it really, like finish work.
John, that's why we're pulling you up. Did you hear what he just said? That you're going to have to finish those dovetails like a timber frame. Now, who doesn't have better chisels than this man right here, who gives just the same as you? This man gives a lot of his time, his energy, and his stuff to this community. I mean, I love you, John. But did you hear what he said? You could use his chisels. That's how we would do it when you chain mortising our pockets. We chain mortise them and we finish the pocket. So for, a craftsman, I think it's way doable.
Well, one of the things we added this year is a 3-inch chisel, specifically because it's useful for dovetail joints. And, those are going to be coming out in a couple of months. So it's a for dovetail, if you're going to clean those up, that's when the big chisel, the 3.5 inch chisel comes into play. Doesn't, for timber framing, normally it's 2.5 inches, something like that. But the big one is really nice to clean those dovetails up.
I bet it is.
Now, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Is that something we can use as a pry bar, John?
Yeah, no.
He froze for a minute. I actually thought he was mad because your face just stuck there.
I know. For a second.
I didn't catch his answer. Did you say you can, but only once?
No.
Oh, yeah, John.
Yeah, I have been axing all week. This is my new best friend. I've already put a hook on my pants. I got rid of the hammer, and we're just axing our way through it now. So we don't give a discount. This is one of John. I guess this is one of John's friends. It showed up at my house. It was a perfect gift, but console tools.
John, we laugh every day about that now. Anytime you pick up a chisel, we go,
no.
Which got to be.
I was knocking off tenons with him. I said, whack. I'm like, this is it. I'm like, we won't have to show up. I won't hear it from John.
That's a council tool pack axe. It's really pretty nice. If you do go to starhilltimberworks.com and you go to our tools page, down towards the bottom, there's a bunch of links to some common things that folks, we find useful for timber framing. And so you can find that right there. The council tool axe is there. The Makita's there. Some of the basic stuff that, the big saw links are all there. They're there just because we put a list of stuff we think is essential. And then some nice to have things, just so folks are always asking, hey, what do I need to get rolling for timber framing? That information is right there.
And that's perfect. And I don't know, I need to put a better post out, but John, you made a page for us and our members and actually, waiting on the tools, getting the special discounts that is part of the membership or our membership, which is your membership and actually Jared's membership. We're all members of the same group. And he's making tools to work with your dovetail jig, and I'm making a dovetail jig to work with your dovetail jig, and I always use his chisel. I use everything that John sends me.
What am I doing?
You're helping.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we pick up blocks a lot.
A lot of blocks.
A lot of blocks. A lot of little blocks.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of this year. We're doing a lot of retool and upgrading our tools and putting stuff into third-party logistics as we're growing. You mentioned earlier with Jarrett, right? You're finding new ways of doing stuff as you're working with your business, and that's kind of where we're at. Is we finalize our vendors, our supply chain, and we're getting everything into third-party logistics. And then we've got some really nice upgrades. We're using Cerakote on a lot of our stuff. Our chisels are going to be black Cerakoted chisels. Our marking knives have Cerakote on them. We found that
Adam Roof,
We found-
John Stoley. You got a lot of my members coming to your class. I told you I want to fill our class with all my members, so they all know one another.
Well, we generally do one night after hours of sawmill stuff to just kind of show the two guys timber frame technique. But since we got a number of your members and our classes are small, I suspect in this one we're going to do a little bit more than we normally do because we kind of customize that to what folks are interested in. So yeah, it's really, I think it's going to be a good time.
And I know I always owe you a bunch of information on that I'm always behind on getting information to anybody. So I apologize for that, but I was pulling pictures together of the stuff that we do outside of what I've shown you. But we might have shown you. A lot of people don't go back to our videos from the,
I appreciate when somebody does.
I do too.
I've looked at a lot of those, and one of the things on kind of on my agenda is to revise our manual and put in a section in our timber frame manual on how to approach that with the sawmill, because it's so freaking efficient. I mean, it's just crazy that it's just so fast as compared to we're talking about cutting tenons. Cutting a tenon even with just big saw is going to take you 20 minutes to do a tenon, and with a sawmill, it's going to take you 20 minutes to do 6 tenons. I mean, it's just the difference is insane.
If you're sitting right there doing it, it's actually like you could really take a portable sawmill, go into the woods, cut the tenon, never take the log off, and make all your pieces as you actually go.
If your sawmill is high enough, you could do that.
It better be high enough. We're going to jack it up. We're not small fries, my friend.
Yeah, no, mine's moving up. Mine's moving up in the spring. That's one of the first. I got my mill sitting right on the ground. And
you made yours?
Yes, I do.
It's so high I can't shut it off.
Yeah. That's one of the first projects for the year is to get that thing up, because I'm really envious of the way you guys use that as a tool bench. I mean, it's a perfect height. It's perfect for working on timbers, and I don't know why I put it on the ground, but that's what I did.
I know, but
a lot of guys, they don't, they didn't core. That's why I press it so much. I show a lot of stuff that I just keep pressing, not because it's the best work table in the world. It's the best one we have.
I mean, hey, Johnny, keeps you limber though, right? I mean, so just bend at the knees. Just remember, bend at the knees.
Yeah, no. I'm moving it up. I'm just, you guys have. That's one of many things you've convinced me.
You can do it.
We might have to come up there and do it for you.
Harmon Stanford, I hope you don't. He's about ready to lose power. I know some of you probably. I hope it works out for you. Thanks for stopping by. If you end up
Harmon, buddy, we love you.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk to you on the Woodland Mills page, because we always do. I'm so glad that you actually stopped by. Be safe.
Hey, my dad and my sister are here. Hey, guys.
Hey, fam.
That's pretty
What's
cool.
going on, fam?
I would say stay warm up there in Washington, but I think it's actually much, much colder here. So
I'm sure that it is. I'm trying to get George Middlefield up here, another sawmill guy.
Somebody asked about George. I think it was Paul.
I know it was Paul. I try to take care of Paul because in the private, Paul, I got a quick favor to ask of you. And I'll get to you about that.
All right. In the private, though.
I'll have to do it in the private. You don't want everybody to actually.
Look at this. Craig is in the house. The Kilted Sawyer, everybody. Yeah. Hey, Craig.
Where did he show
There
up?
he is.
Bring him up, too.
Pirates.
We're all Bunyan
Well,
people.
he's not. Craig, do you have the link?
Oh, he's on.
He doesn't have. He's in YouTube right now.
I
so.
just sent you the link, my friend. I believe it's on your Facebook page. I'm going to go there now. As I'm doing this, I'm emailing a million people.
Let's all take bets on if Craig comes in black and white or not when he shows up. I mean, I shouldn't. Oh, you know what? I shouldn't be laughing about technical problems after the start of this program.
I can't even believe anybody's here. I thought we were going to talk to just us guys who actually talk.
Yeah.
More. I don't want to say we talk often, but we talk more often than most of these guys.
I mean, you guys are great, but I know that you probably would rather be doing something,
Craigie boy, I know we had issues with that. I think I sent you the link. It's probably the same link because other people jumped on. I need to. We need to. Who do we need? I need to bring up Roger. We need to bring.
He
him
keeps
up.
we keep losing him, so he must be losing
He's
connection.
fading.
So you know what? Next time he comes in, guys, I'm gonna bounce him into us and
Yeah,
stuff. And
because these are coming. I didn't send Jay pictures, but this man's already sent me the progress that he's been making on next special tool here. So hopefully he's able to bounce back in.
I did not know about that. So
I know it's hard for me to tell Jay all of the stuff sometimes that's going on.
there's a lot going on. I don't know if I posted some of these people saying howdy to John. We got lots of love for you guys, John and Jared. Lots of good comments going on. I tried to put some up, so we had them up there. Let's see. Is there anything we missed?
Craig's incoming, Pirate Solution, Dovetail Cabin Tools. We're all here.
I think we caught up. Anybody? Hey, did we miss any questions? Because things have kind of slowed down just a little bit. So let me know if we missed a question. I don't think so, but let me know. Just post it now, and we'll get at it.
Yep. Do that. I'm kind of surfing, but oh my Lord, Bob Wood made it in the house. John Stoley's always been with us. I think John's going to John's school.
Is he really?
I think so. Aren't you? I don't even know now what lost his last name because we just call him Stoley. Sorry, buddy.
Is that right,
Oh,
John?
Yeah. John Brody is. I don't know about a John Stooley, but a John Brody's super.
Yeah. It was a long story. Yeah, it was.
We've talked a couple times on the phone. Yeah, I'm super excited about it. Yeah, he's going to be there.
You should show. Yeah, we get. Yeah.
So there's a shout out for you, Stoley. I know that you're doing it good, my friend.
Let's see who we got here. Let's see. Nope. So yep. Yes, it is. There you go. Brote.
Look, there we go. I'm still going with Stoley. You see why John Stoley? It's stuck.
Oh, here you go. He's super excited. Yeah, that sounds great. One of these days I should have time for classes, but I guess I'm kind of busy with classes here.
Yeah, we got classes.
Yeah, we got classes.
Hamilton Ash Borer has me milling most of ash.
Here, I'll throw it up so you
Let's
can
see what is that. So I can maybe read it.
Can you read it better? That here.
I don't
you're on a delay here. That's what's happening.
That's it.
You're delayed by like
Hamilton
6
Ash
seconds.
Borer has me milling most of my ash. Oh, have you guys seen many cabins made from ash? He's got crappy weather resistance, or maybe with a wide eave overhang. John, I don't know. Honestly, I've never worked with ash in my life, and we have none of it here. So ash, I know, is hard. So
ash makes a great cabin log as long as you can keep the bugs out of it. So treat it well with
there you go.
The borates.
Yep, and as long as you got good overhang, so you keep those posts and timbers off the ground, works great. You know, the old timers, if it was straight and it was long and it was on their property, they used it. Ash works great.
Yeah, it'd be beautiful.
That's awesome. Thanks, guys. I just liked hearing everybody say my ash and ash. Is that wrong?
So actually, Paul Rentmeister, he said, banana logs and tension side, see a question above. So there must be something on tension up here somewhere. And if I didn't see it, members of Timbertown face page. Did you say members get a Timbertown fast pass or a substitute J role play day?
What is that?
Woo! What channel do you think we're on? That's our other station, my friend. There's no play dates with Jay.
That's our
By the time I'm done with him, he's worn out.
that's our OnlyFans page.
I actually like this guy. That's funny as hell. I haven't had a good laugh like that. So there you go. George the Beam Slayer finally made it. He's up in here, and I know
hey, George is here.
Paul Rentmeister, my buddy's been asking about you.
Maybe I'm delayed now. I don't get I'm not getting all the room. Hey, welcome everybody. Where's George at? I didn't see him pop in. All right. Hey,
Jay, I think maybe what they were referring to as far as banana logs is if you're using them in a cabin anyway, you can still use a lot of those logs that have got a crown to them or a bow. Oftentimes we'll put them in where we've got a door opening or something like that. And once you cut that opening out, you can actually straighten those logs and take a lot of that bend and bow out of them and still make a good usable log.
See, I can tell right now that Jared didn't watch my video this morning because I showed you how to sawmill the banana log out of it.
Well, you can do that too.
But
But you're still gonna have a. I mean,
you're
probably
gonna
still have a
crown.
Yeah.
You're gonna. So do you teach you guys to crown up, crown down, crown in, crown out? Sounds weird.
Yeah, that's a lot of crowning.
For us, up or out is the best.
Up or out. Up. So you keep them consistent. If you're an outie, you're an outie. If you're up, you're up. That sounds about right.
I never really knew there was. I thought that up was always, but I mean that's not true.
Until you get to
Yeah.
the rafters, and then you're doing
Okay.
your bird's mouth on a nice old banana beam. You're gonna need one of John's chisels, the layout tools. You're gonna need to learn the little center line work. So that's why we spend so much time and we throw away the bent ones, chop them into something else because they don't get better.
All right.
Sorry, Pirates, so there you're at. I need to. We don't have our Podger man, do we?
You do it now. Yeah. Let's see if we can
Let's
bounce him in.
pull
Hang
up
on, guys.
Roger before we can't get him. Let's see if he wants to jump up.
Let's see. He
here.
comes in there. Hey, now you're in and out, in and out, in and out.
We're gonna get to you guys quick because just how this whole channel worked and everything. We're talking community and all the people I met. I met this guy, Robert. We're gonna call him Robert Podger because that's how he wants to be known. Because he is my new Podger buddy.
Robert might be in witness protection. That might be why he doesn't want us to use his last.
See,
Hey!
dueling Podgers. I only brought one to the show because I didn't want to show Jay up. So I know, guys, that he has been working diligently. I told him, slow down, don't kill yourself because we still need these things. So soon, guys, I promise you, we were talking about 50. I don't know what's going on over at Podgerville, but he might be trying to race a factory. I don't know. What are you thinking?
I have 50 of them that should be done here pretty quick, and I cut enough steel the last couple of days to make another 50.
You
So,
see, our members were screaming last time. Why go for the 50 when you should do the 100? So he's going to get these things
Yeah.
made. We're gonna try to get what a real reasonable price is that the time that he spent. These are surgical instruments. I keep saying it in every video. I'm like, this isn't a pipe. This is a surgical instrument. I love it, my friend. We've been drawborn rafters all week with them.
A lot.
A lot.
Yeah. I mean, we appreciate.
And
I mean,
hit them.
this was huge, and it was a lot going on. And
Yeah.
man,
It drew them.
Oh.
It drew them, my friend. It held them.
Yeah.
I mean, we're building pretty wide, 18-foot rafters, 14-foot beams.
the tolerance was ridiculous.
Yep.
It was ridiculous. I mean, it was that snug, but it was not one that I couldn't get out. And some just that perfect little thing they do. So yeah, it was awesome.
I didn't want to make them the perfect 1 inch, or else you'd be fighting them just trying to get them to a 1 inch hole.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I shaved them down a little bit on the lathe. I wanted them snug though, to where they're still centered, but not too snug.
Oh, there's no slop. None.
There's no slop.
None.
There's no slop. And like I said, we're not straight pinning. We're draw boring. And I pull it in when we're test fitting it and come right out. I don't want to say it wasn't snug, but it came right out. And that's what you do.
You guys pounded them in there?
Oh yeah, that's what I said. I don't even know if we put it on video, but I did have the big hammer to her. So you're not going to get any tool tested worse than what we're going to do for her, right, Johnny?
I'm thinking about making an aluminum one and send that your way. That way I can see if Jane can destroy it.
Oh, literally in one day. I mean, that's not. It'd just be like the first couple of times, But you got to watch him with the hammer, though. I got to really watch him because he gets really aggressive, very aggressive.
It needs to go in.
It needs to go in. Yes.
So,
it does.
guys, and naturally, like I said before, with the other dovetail jigs, I'm going to have to put a list together because everybody's screaming Podgers. So we're going to try to come up with a good price for them. Sets of 2, sets of 4. Sets of 6 is what we kind of thought might be the best. I mean, you're not gonna buy one Podger. I mean, you'll be Podger poor.
Yeah. Some guys might buy one just to try it out first, but I have a feeling they'll come back for more.
They'll come back.
I mean, you got to think these things are heavy, so the shipping. I mean, that's something that needs to be figured in, like Jared's tools. I mean, that's a heavy box. It's a heavy, big box that comes. I know what they get. So I'm sure that when you buy multiples, the shipping will be easier on Robert, and I think you're gonna love them. So I'm gonna get those whenever he gives me the go ahead, and he has a batch ready. And we're not gonna go, hey, we have 2 podgers ready. You let him get a batch ready.
Yeah.
I know there's guys waiting. I'll put a post out. I don't know if you guys see all my posts or not. You know,
We have a couple questions, that are in line with the
what's
membership
up?
things and discounts. So I don't know if everybody gets the post and stuff.
Correct.
Yeah, Robert, hopefully, this thing you'll just, there's people are going to want so many, you're going to have to do like Ship Station or Pirate Ship or one of the other things eventually, because the cost is crazy. Jared, I don't know what you guys are doing. It's not my business, but hopefully you use something other than just walking down to the post office and dropping them off.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we're ordering everything in bulk, and we figured out that you can get these foam in place packets. So it's basically just a large envelope with a couple little packets in there. You squeeze them and they pop, and then you squish them back and forth, and it fills up with foam. Those things are incredible.
It's fantastic, Robert. We'll talk about that or something, Robert, because that made a huge difference. So,
I think the constraint is going to be the same constraint that Jared's feeling right now. Like, I got to be in the shop making podgers. I don't have time to ship them. I don't have time to, teach a class every week. He's like, I'm a jig maker. I'm trying to make tools.
That's like us. Should we be timber framing or YouTubing?
Ooh.
This is our last show, guys.
Sorry, guys.
Those tool discounts we talked about, we're going to end them right here. I should be building my house. I would be done with my barn.
I'm sorry I said anything. I'm sorry, guys.
I don't even know what to say now, Jay. I'd like to live indoors. I got to go up a metal staircase into a trailer now on the ice. I'm definitely.
It's going to be rough going home. It's going to be rough going home.
So, do we have questions?
We do have questions. Yes. Let's throw this one up. I think it's just.
We actually have a pod.
I like that. This is a fun one. This is a real fun one here. It's when you do timber framing or dovetail cabin building, do you use the same species of logs throughout? Now, those are two different things. Well, they're not, but but yeah, I guess so. Do you use different species throughout a project?
Yes. Yeah.
Jared.
There's a lot of species that work well together. There's some that don't. If they're really green, you want to study it a little bit and find out if the acidity or some of the chemistry of those logs is going to create problems. Because if they're still green, they're real green, they can cause a lot of problems. But most of the time, if it's, had a month to dry or something like that, you probably get away with it just fine.
A month for a timber is not very long. I mean, being dry, it's still going to be green in a month. So are you talking like white oak going on pine, the tannins that are in the white oak? Is that what you're talking about? I mean,
yeah. You don't want to mix those. If it's in the oak family, any of the oaks can go together really well. They can be green as a gourd, and there's tons of cabins around here that have white oak, post oak, red oak, black oak, even blackjack, which are pretty rare around here, but they go really well together just because they're all in the same oak family. But if you start mixing them up, you can get into trouble.
Well, we just completed. We did white oak, red oak, and hickory together. So yes, I do multi-species. Sometimes because the projects are so big and I don't have all of them,
Sometimes you put it on the side of the road.
I'll separate them out. Like all my hickories are my plates and my posts are white oak, and so.
But you're also really good about treating your timbers before you build anything with the borates and all that kind of stuff. That makes a big difference too.
We actually did it all day yesterday. We just did 75 beams of it yesterday as we're making them, because I'm more like, for us, I have a big pine thicket that we've been hammering into, and it's beautiful to work with. The wood is beautiful. We got a lot of bugs here. You know, I put a log pile out there for a year. It's going to be, you know, barked up with beetles. So we need to even spray our log piles with, and I use Timbor is what we use.
That's exactly what we use.
And do you forget? Do you miss some? Yeah. I mean, we're moving so many logs. Things are happening. I'm like, this one sprayed all the way around. No, not really.
And I have a really good memory though. Just
yeah, not really.
I remember which logs.
I don't remember the log that you did. Did
Yeah,
you
we
even
spray
do a log?
I don't remember.
We actually like treating our logs. If we're milling our own, we'll treat them with Timbor as they come off the sawmill. We'll go ahead and make a dry stack for our cabin, and then when we tear it down from the dry stack and we move to the foundation, we'll go ahead and treat those logs again as they're going onto the new foundation, just so we know everything's good and treated, because that stuff is water soluble. So if it's been rained on or whatever, you can lose some of that effectiveness.
Sure.
But that way, once it's on the permanent foundation, you know it's good and treated, and then you're going to seal it in with your stain or whatever you're using there anyway.
That's kind of what we do. And we just did that last foundation that's out there now, actually, with it was just regular Thompson's water seal. You know, we quad coated that thing clear because that stuff is actually really good, you know, especially for something that's not going to be seen. We didn't stain it, which you could. We're working on different stains and things right now and finishes to get better.
Yeah, well, I'm
get better.
I'm excited for the new test with the other stuff you were talking about.
Yeah.
We got a couple different options we're going to give it a run with.
We are going to give it a run.
So that's
we're
what we
actually
do.
starting. Yeah, I've got a whole thing. We're going to start coating our stuff with the shingle, the old method of shingle oil, because you read up on shingle oil. It's the best UV protector, best for outdoor weather wood. We're going to give it a swing, see how it goes. It was cheap to buy, to be honest with you. I don't know. I bet you can buy pigments to stain it if that's what you're looking for. We'll get back on that actually after we test that everything worked good.
Sure we'll be
we're going
showing.
to code it, Bill.
We'll be
yeah,
showing.
we'll
We have
show
to
it.
show
Whether it's good or bad, we're going to show it.
Here's a good question, real quick, guys. We'll just leave everybody on if that's okay. If anybody wants to bounce off, let me know, and I'll.
We do need to show a Podger video.
Oh,
here.
we do.
Well,
Wait.
that's
Oh,
what
yeah.
we
Let's
were
do
in
that.
the middle of. Because
Sam will
we'll
come back
to the
Sam will come back to this.
We don't have a real schedule of how it is, but we need to at least see one of the Podger.
All right, let's see if I can do it here without bouncing everybody off. Let's see which one we have
Everything
here.
sits and fits together.
Yeah, I'm loving that.
So now we don't have to drut Jay.
That's something else.
That
It is
Jenny
something
deserves-
else.
Hey, let's watch that again. I like to watch.
Everything sits and fits together.
Yeah, I'm loving that.
So now we don't have to drut Jay.
That's something else.
It is something else.
Yeah, Robert, those are pretty cool.
I did. To be honest with you, I've got 3 videos that are over the millions, and 2 of them are my Podger videos, and I only made 2 Podger videos, so I'm holding back until you're ready to unleash, my friend, and we're going to send this out to millions of people. You're a close second there, Dovetail Cabin Tools. You're right behind there. You're the 3rd guy that I actually got the 1 million views with, because your tool is very cool. And it's show worthy, I'll tell you that. It made a lot of people happy, made me smile.
That's not easy.
not easy
Whoa.
to
Like,
do.
what? Are you sure about that?
I was kind of smiling.
It's kind of like this.
We got a ton of traction off of John's layout tool at our academy. All of our students loved that layout tool to mark center line on our logs. It's so much faster than just a tape measure and a square or something like that. It's incredible.
Not funny.
Yeah, we get a lot of it. Yeah, just there's always a lot of chatter about that, you know. And again, people like, yeah, there you go.
You're in the show stop here, John.
That's it right there.
That is it. I mean, I use this every day. Maybe not this blue one. I'm going to save this one for the showtime here, but I use my stainless steel one every day. I don't care what.
You got John muted.
I mean, we just pounded out those 40 rafters.
Yeah, it was
in a day. We actually didn't film. We didn't do anything. We're like, let's just hammer down old school style.
It was amazing though. I mean, the speed for one thing was there's just no matter what I was doing, I couldn't keep up with the cuts, the marking, the cuts, and then I'm plunging. You guys, everybody would have loved it. I mean, it was like a dream. But what do we have? I mean, there's the tables. We have those massive tables, which hopefully you've all seen, where we lay stuff. They were filled with all that stuff that we've been, cutting and everything. And it was, and just between all the tools, I mean, that's just how it works. I mean, yeah, you can do a lot of things with different tools and that's fine. But I mean, once you get the tools and technique down, where you find your best rhythm, I mean, we knocked out, it was crazy. It was like 6 guys timber framing.
It was 6 guys timber framing.
And that was included. I was there.
I know. I was like 5 and a half
I know. I was
guys.
gonna wait. I was like,
You
"What's
were
the
a
math?"
quarter the last time. You moved up.
I'm moving
man.
up. We got to go to
Actually,
6
I'll
guys.
give you 3/4 because you were rocking.
I was rocking, wasn't I?
I'll
Yeah.
kick myself to 5.
I was killing it.
We didn't fit anything. We did the fitting the next day.
Yeah,
and
that
putting
takes
them
a little
together. But I like to make rafters, 20 at a time. And I just, once you got a groove going, it's fun.
And the tools. I mean, and again, it's so repeatable to be able to go in there. It just, it makes everything. Yeah, it just makes everything so much easier.
It does.
I mean, it really does. And you can do it any way you want. But
So I know B. Ellison has one of your stainless steel ones. He said
Yep.
that he loves it. I know that Craig Quilter has. I know a bunch of people on here.
yeah.
Tell us if you guys got any tools from John. I'd like to know how many of my guys hanging
Sure.
out actually bought them.
This is a good question right here. This is just something that almost missed me. It's just how to deal with termites. You got to get a termite inspection. Don't you? Get a termite. You put down a termite barrier.
For
No,
what?
for wood. No, I'm just. How do you deal with termites?
Ooh.
It's a
Yeah, I
tough-
mean, really, we did some triple kill action. I actually spray another product. If you're in termite zone or something like that, I'd have to dig it up. It's on the video. I can't.
I don't know.
It's a
I don't know.
pharmaceutical
I'm like,
name.
I don't.
You get it at your local co-op.
Yeah.
It's what the termite guys do to kill termites if you have them in your house. Same product that they use. So I use it. To be honest, if I can get myself white oak for all my outside stuff, termites don't eat it. Pine, you're going to have yourself some problems. Here we have a lot of wood boring bees.
That's the thing.
Now, my friend, when you have green, let me tell you, if you have green poplar that you're messing with, they smell that sawdust and they're coming at you in every direction, and they're tough. And I know that the borax and the solution that I use, I'm able to actually respray it over the house, to every spring I have to do it because those things are bad down here in the South. Anyways.
Somebody. Oh yeah, I know.
Scotty.
We're coming back to. Okay.
I was asking, Scotty Callan got a knife from John.
There's a bunch of. Yeah. I try to pop up a couple when people were responding.
So there you are with John Stoley. Did you get your board? You did get your laser. That's another thing that I forget. We have more tools that are going on. We don't have, I couldn't get him on tonight. He was in a wedding party, but the Borges laser, same, met him through social media. Checked out 1 million lasers, my friend. We put them all on the mill. And then when I made the video and contacted him, he was happy because that is an awesome laser for the price that you're going to pay. I mean, people keep going on to, I'm going to Amazon for $30. No, you're not making the bracket. It's not made for a sawmill. I just spend the money, to be honest with you. And that's really what I did. He didn't give me one. I mean, he's giving me one now. But not before. But I know that he gives for my members a 15% discount. And quite honestly, he told me last week, I don't know how many hundreds. We're in the 500 or 600 lasers that my guys have sold. Not just my members, but he did tell me that new membership that I did last month for you guys, he said it pushed his sales up. So you guys must have hammered down and bought them. Way worth it. I mean, way worth it. So, so there you go. You got Star Hill Timber Works tools with a discount. You got Dovetail Cabin tools with a discount. I'm going to get you a discount. Robert Podger, we're going to get you these things at the best price. I'm also getting you guys carbide blades. I mean, I'm getting a better discount. I spoke to the factory and I said, if my members order, I need something, First off, I get them at ridiculous prices to begin with, and I just get them for you guys that want them. But I've had several guys comment. I don't know if anybody's on here, but I was just on getting text of how. Wasn't it you?
Chris?
No, Rob.
Right.
Weren't you telling me how good that those carbide blades milled for your oak beams?
Oh, I've cut all my beams and all my posts for the timber frame patio, the 34 by 26 patio I'm building. I did all my cants first with just a high-speed steel. Left them sit for about a month or so, see if I got any twisting or warping or anything. Threw them back on the mill and did my final cuts with those carbides. Everything is so square from one end to the other and so flat. It's like, that's my finished cut.
There you go. See, you save some steps, right?
It saves steps. I mean, even MC Sawmill. You know who MC Sawmill? That's my buddy George.
People were asking for George.
And he doesn't mention it a lot on his channel, but he's always using. I know that he's using those carbide blades that I get him, and he cuts the most ridiculous beam. They're not beams. This guy is a slab cutting big monster. Give me the ugliest
Slab
log
slayer.
guy. And it better have metal in the middle, because I'm really not happy unless I run into like a horseshoe or a pan, something.
Or
that's
17 nails.
He did a video with
Yeah.
the 17 nails he cut and continued to cut with them. So I know it changed my whole milling style. I've been using them probably now a couple years because it's a new item, and people, you can't compare them to a car, the ones you're going to get from your normal sawmill. I mean, yeah, those blades cut, but not precision. I mean, and they last. I mean, how did they last for you, my friend? How many blades did you go through?
I've got the 5 that I bought from you, and I still have 2 left.
And you milled the whole, pavilion or a whole timber frame with them.
You didn't hit enough posts.
I went through about 30 logs with what I've done so far, and anytime I just felt like, you know what, I'm pretty sure a couple of them out of the 3 or 4 that I've gone through so far, I'm sure a couple of them are still sharp enough to keep cutting. But I would just take it off and throw a new one on, because this is a 34-foot beam I'm getting ready to cut, and I just want to take a chance in the middle. It gets dull.
We talk about
To
we
be
talk about that a
honest,
lot.
I do talk about it a lot, because
Yeah.
guys want to push their saw blade until there's no return. I do the same as what you're saying. I mean, I showed it in today's video. I see anything going wrong with that blade, it comes off. I resharpen it. Now, carbides are a little bit difficult. I mean, I did do a video. I revamped my whole system to do carbides. If you take them off like you did, you're like, hey, you got so many hours on. You just tune these things up, you're going to get yourself 10 sharpenings out of them, because
Still need to get
really
that.
grinding.
I still need to get that blade for the sharpener and see if I could touch the tip on those.
I know. I have to get myself in order. I got to make myself an order, and I'm not a member, so I'm not sure I'm going to get the discount. But
I think you're using resin blades.
I do have both. The diamond ones are hard for me. I didn't want to really go crazy pushing them, because I had to buy them in groups over in, in groups of 10, 50, 20. I can't just order them because they're custom made. Now, if I get a lot of guys that are doing the carbides and they want to get the diamond blade, and I can get enough guys together, get 10 or 15 blades, I'll get them. I'm not really in the product buying and storing business. But the resin wheel that they actually use, and I have videos that's how it's done in their factory, and I've used them. I can get them. They're not that. I think it was $100 with your pack of blades. I mean, the diamond one, you're going to be 200 and change. And the only difference with the diamond one is that you can actually cut gullets at the same time as polishing the carbides that that's really what you're trying to do. You're trying to keep that carbide sharp. Yes, it'll keep cutting. The more pressure you put on that, the more likely you're going to pop that band before it's time.
Yeah.
I've done it. you can get one more, you can get one more, you push it, and it was time to come off and should be tuned. And you're a tune-up guy. I know that you'll probably take care of them.
You just gotta get used to the feel when you're pushing that saw.
I know.
Feel like, wait a minute, I'm starting to lean into it a little bit more and more here, and
Yeah.
that's when I just say it's coming off.
We should actually get George up here one day if he'll ever let me send him a link and pull him up, because he's blown through more because he likes to hit lots of stuff and he's going. But the last batch I did get him, and he has a big saw, so his blades are 75, I think 175 inches. So he's getting close to the bigger saw blades, and he's running on 1.25 inches. He uses 050 because his machine is bigger. The smaller the machine, the tighter the wheel, the thinner the blade you're going to want to use. So it's not bending all the time. You'll get a lot, let's say, longer use out of it.
I'm thinking next time I might go after the 1.5 inches. I'm getting ready to make the roller guides for my mill just to see how those will work.
So you're using 1.25 inches? I can't remember what I ordered you. I get a lot of orders every week.
I got the 1.25 inch, 10 degree.
Okay. And you're cutting oak with it. I know they cut oak good. I've been ordering for the guys 7s just because they'll last a little bit longer. They're not as aggressive in the beginning. I don't know if you can, it's really cutting that 10. So the sharpness, I want to say, stays a little better, if that makes sense.
I was cutting Doug fir with mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were you?
Yeah.
Did they work good for you?
The 10 degree did. I was actually thinking about trying.
That makes sense. That's what I would get for you if you were
7s.
telling me that's what you were cutting.
Yeah.
Our Southern Yellow Pine, we found the standard blades.
Mm-hmm.
I can move through them quicker. They're cheaper, and you keep them sharp.
I was surprised that the 10, like the 10 standards went through pretty good. So.
And we had some spots that are, I don't want to say gummy, but you're because of the time of year, we're cutting through sap patches, but it's not gooey. It's almost like part of the log. It almost feels.
I got a log last week. I went to cut through. It was a 20. No, that was a 32-foot log. I cut it in half, 16. Threw it on the mill, and I was going to make some braces out of it, and I hit a goo patch in the middle of it. It was running out like honey. I said, I just took the log off and threw it to the side. I haven't even touched it.
You do that in summer, and it's like honey coming out of it.
Well, even when it warms up a little.
I filled a cup with it.
Yeah.
Might be able to sell it.
Out of that log.
All right, so we got a question on blade size. So
let's get while we're talking blades. I mean, if you guys don't mind hanging out, if you want to drop off, you let me know.
Yeah, let us know, guys.
Batch you out.
John, Jared,
I appreciate
Roger, anybody that wants.
Here.
You guys want to stick around?
What brand are the carbide blades? Well, they're not.
I'm just plugging in.
Yeah, they're actually from the factory. So these are that's why I get a discount, is because they're actually, before they go to somewhere else, that they're branded. Now, I don't know if the company that I use to get these blades has a branded model. I know they're all over China, they're all over Europe, and we put them to the test. And not like we bought one blade, we bought every kind of blade. And if George from MC Sawmill, the biggest wood miser guy around there, not going to buy wood miser blades, but going to buy blades.
And he talks about it all the time.
He does.
And everybody loves George, by the way. George, you're getting lots of love. I'm sure you're seeing it there. George gets lots of love. George is a cool guy. And George's very particular. He's a very particular kind of guy.
Oh, yeah.
He's got good taste in lots of things. So, well, I mean, George, see, I've been trying to tell you, this is it.
I actually talk to George more than a few times a week.
I think you probably do, right? Yeah.
So I love George. So yes, he tested before I even put him out. I sent him a batch because I knew they were going to go through hell like I'm going to do it. And if he's happy, I think everybody will be happy. I've had very few problems with guys using them. So
I don't know what Stella Cut is. What's this?
Stella Cut is a Norwood blade. It actually it's a different tipped one. I did try them. I don't, I got every one that I can get my hands
Got a
on.
lot of blades.
We got a
man.
lot of
Lot of
carbide blades
blades.
that I just, after I found what I wanted,
Mhm.
you know, I had guys, we were doing a blade test. I put it out there and I had a lot of companies send me 2 blades. So I'm not going to lie. They wanted me to test them and promote them. And I found out what worked. And that was for me. I needed the blades. And I'm like, how does everybody not using these things is why I decided to, hey, let's take my connections, work with our community, and enlighten some people who are sawmilling. Because most of my guys are kind of sawmill builders. They want to sawmill their wood. They want to cut their wood. I mean, that's the majority. I mean, John teaches timber framing stool and stuff like that. So he doesn't have time to be milling timbers and doing it, you know. And I know, Jared, you're probably the same. Like, I couldn't keep up with the amount of timbers you're putting in a timber frame cabin.
John's too busy biking in the desert, enjoying.
He just got
sunsets
there.
and
This guy
stuff,
works
and-
hard.
Yeah,
John's having fun.
Guys, wait a minute. I am enjoying the desert. Hey, there were a couple of questions. The Star Hill website is starhilltimberworks.com. And if you go to the tools link, you can see the tools in the tools list. And then there was a question a little earlier about a budget chisel. We love the Star Hill chisels, but if you're looking for something that's a little less expensive, Sorby chisel is a good option. So it's down from the bars and the other chisels. And the one out there that I've been playing around with that's really a good deal is an Arno chisel, which is a single piece metal chisel. So, you know, those are all excellent options for chisels.
I got you. We got a hit on those blades. I'm going to have to go back here because I got 4 guys right here. He had a great luck with that's buckskin lumber. That's our buddy. So hopefully he's the wind turbine guy. I don't know if I want to give him his real name. I don't know if he brings it out there or not. But they're all asking me if we tried Ripper 37. Yes, we did. I did buy Woodland Mills blades, to be honest with you. Are they okay blade? They're not worth more money. Put it against the carbide, might as well just throw it away. I mean, it's going to be one you're going to skin the logs with that you don't want to run your nice blades through. And that's what we do. We have nasty logs. We actually get rid of it with a blade I don't mind losing, and then we'll just keep switching blades all the time, which I know Paul Brentmeester was worried about his dust collector because I had to take out an extra screw every time we change the blade, and that bothers me none.
none.
I could care less.
That thing works really well.
It does.
A good test with some of the blades is try to skim the top of a cant. Just blade thickness. Your blade is just riding on top.
Yes.
Try to cut a 10-foot piece. The carbide cuts it and stays flat. The other one, every high-speed steel one I've tried, no. The blade, it won't. It just, I mean, and I've tried different tensions on the blade and everything else. And the carbides, they just come out flat. I can put the square on it and you don't see no light.
It's the tooth set. So when you're actually dealing with a blade that has a tooth set, that's actually causing your rise for what you're doing. We call it sanding with our blade. When I got to and just get that 32nd of an inch off what I'm trying to do. But with a standard blade, that bottom tooth is banging. It's going to actually curve your blade up, and it doesn't cut smooth.
You end up getting this.
Yeah, I don't care. I mean, that's what I mean. And
That's more on the edges, but not in the middle of the high speed. It just won't stay flat. Not when you're just trying to skim the surface. And I skimmed the surface a few times on a couple of mine because I measured one blade thickness off and went, God darn it. At least I didn't cut too much, though. I just didn't cut enough. And I went right over the top of a 34-foot beam. 9 inches wide, and it stayed flat. And I measured all over up and down that thing
I had to
see if it was consistent.
performance.
My finish cuts are the carbide. I won't do nothing else but carbide now.
No, I know it is, and I got guys. You could see it. It's almost like football teams. I Ripper 37 and this, and that's all well and good. If you guys are happy with what you're using, I expand my horizons all of the time. Somebody gives me an idea, I try it. If I don't like it, I don't like it. But there's a million different good bands. And I see Harmon Stanford, my Woodland Mills man, he runs them all. And they actually are. They're very easy to sharp. I mean, I can get 5 minutes with a regular carbon blade or Ripper 37s. You can actually work them, get them sharpened. Carbide, you got a little bit different love. And depending on what you're doing. I mean,
we change it. I mean,
yeah, if you're actually looking to cut rough lumber that's rough, don't use a carbide because it's not going to come out rough. If you're looking for finished material, cutting giant, like what George does, those giant slabs and crotch pieces. I've got a guy that sent me, he just ordered another 10, and he's out west. And he's cutting ironwood roots with him. He showed me this. I'm like, we're not even going long. I'm like, you're cross-cutting through roots and stuff, my man. I'm like, you know how long it takes to clean out? You know that he's got dirt in there. I mean, he said, and he said, there's just no way to get it all out. And he says he's blown a couple bends. He said, but he's like, I can't. He's like, I have to change the normal blade sometimes 3 times just to make the cross cut because he makes tables out of it. I don't even want to say he's a wide slabber. I think he's running a 36. So we're playing.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Blondes, brunettes, right? Yeah, that's exactly right. It just depends. I mean, there's different situations.
Yeah,
Call for
but
different.
everybody, once you feel comfortable with it, I've just learned to. I was that way. I'd never not buy a Milwaukee tool. I'd never not do this. People. I've been getting this stuff from China Dongchong, and they're bad as little tools for $100 compared to a $500 tool. Does the same thing, cheaper and easier.
Well, I had people comment.
I watched your video, and I couldn't help myself. I got a double battery one.
My friend,
There was another $30 more.
Hey, we need that one.
And send that. I know,
yes.
$30 more.
I've already used it a few times, testing it out.
I hate to say it, we got another video coming out with it because my wife cut this. I gave it to my wife, and she is a beast. That's all I can say. You think that I'm bad on tools? This might be in the dirt. This could be in roots. It's anywhere. She cut 300 yards worth of trees at my house that is still there. So
I was just looking at it going, how the hell are you going to move all that?
I go there. I'm like, that's 11 foot in the air. I gave you a little handsaw. I'm like, I don't even want to know.
Not to give out and to give anything away, but it might have to do with the fact that they must not be generic batteries because I've never had luck with generic batteries. But this thing goes and goes and goes.
It does.
What's Robert up to down there? Robert, what's he doing? Let's see.
Then I'm MC
Moving where I got a battery for my.
Oh, there you go. Sorry, I thought you were showing us something. I'm like, what are we going to see here? I don't know what's going on.
See, George does the same as me. He uses his silver tips when he's cutting pine and such. And he's definitely right. If you're in a production mill making 2x4s, the carbide's not for you because it doesn't make you cut any faster. Now the sawmill professor, he probably could use them in his hardwood. I don't know if he does or not. I don't think he does.
I don't
might
know.
send him some.
I don't know. Robert's in the dark in there. I think his power. Robert, where I don't know where he's at, but no.
Brad, holy smokes! Brad made it. What time is it? It's 9:45, my friend.
It got late fast, didn't it?
It did.
We do this for a long time. We got a lot of people show. Kennebec Craft just showed up. That was a little night. Okay.
He had family night. He had to
right.
miss it and go to family night. Did he show up?
Yeah, on here. Guys, sorry. All of a sudden there's a surge there, but welcome everybody. Somebody was asking about the carbide blades. Let's see what they're.
This is just one from one of our members. He's done Cook's, Norwood, Wood Miser blades so far. The fastest blade he'd use is the Cook's Super Sharp.
I don't know the Cook's Super Sharp.
The Cook's makes a really good sharpening system. I know Craig is in love with his Wood Miser one, but I looked into that double pointer because I don't really like pointing blades. That's why we sharpen them so much so that they don't get out of point.
I hope that I never have to sharpen another blade.
See,
I just heard some ice come down somewhere back
know.
there. Big old sheet of ice just came down somewhere, guys.
If we get stuck here,
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
live next month. If I got to sleep in the shop tonight, 'cause we can't get
All right, so let's see. Who did we miss here? Anything? Let's see. There's a lot of comments.
A lot of guys have been having good luck with their blades.
Mhm.
That's awesome. You know, we forgot to Adam Roof, the guy that wants to see you on the other channel, just became a foreman.
I know. Look at that. I thought I put it up. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I
Oh,
did. I don't
my
know.
friend.
Thank
Thank
you, Adam.
you, Adam, my friend. Keep up the jokes because I could use a good laugh.
That's right.
And you guys with the foreman tags, I'm going to send out a post here, and we'll do 1 or 2 a week, and I'll get you guys one-on-one, and we'll just see what you got going on. If you got no questions, we could just chat and say hello, and then the other members will get to see it. So at least everybody's having fun, and I'm hoping that a lot of guys have a lot of questions, not just for me. I mean, if I need to reach out to John or reach out to Jared or reach out to Robert, I'm here to do that. So I appreciate you guys. Mr. Boatwright's made it.
Yeah, but I didn't see him pop in. So.
He did. He just come in
All
late.
right. Yeah.
He's got the Cook's automatic sharpener with the tool center. I bet it does look good. I contemplated that. I know my buddy Craig was getting me a pretty decent deal on a Wood Miser one, but I still just stuck with my one I got from Woodland Mills. They've been good to me, and that's what I use. So the same ones most of you guys are using, and it's pretty much an entry level one, but it moves through blade 5 minutes. I'm done
I
with
don't have any problem with mine.
No, it's not. I mean, is it going to be better? The tooth setter, I could say, could be better. I'm not a giant advocate. You never see a video with us tooth setting because
I have to do
try
it
to
more.
be happy.
Most of the time, I don't bother with my teeth. If I don't see any lines when I'm cutting wood, I don't bother with the teeth.
Yeah,
Me
it's,
neither.
it's not as critical as we think it is. I think that's
No.
my belief. It's just unless you need it, you really don't need it because
You don't.
sometimes you're gonna, no matter what, with the way that, like you said, I mean, it's not. You're going to knock something back out, even though you're setting it to the
Yeah.
calibration and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, they show you the video of the 3 minutes that it takes. Never. And it's really, by the time you're done, you're good like Popeye forearms. So, and it really don't overuse your blades. That's the key. What you just said. If it's not cutting, if you're not getting lines and you can see a tooth set, don't do it. Pop it off early. Just give it a light sharp. You don't need to dig in. You don't need to really kiss that thing. Take a little out of the gullet. That's where you're going to lose your blades. If you don't sweep your gullets, just tip the blades. And really, if I have to point one, it goes in a whole different pile. And I took, it was like I started running because I was taking my 10-degree blades, making them 7 degrees because I found out they work so good in the pine. I took these ones that were hanging in a tree for 2 years, rusty as hell, and
Those
I
were
ran
really
them through,
rusty.
and they worked great.
But they were rusty.
They really
Yeah,
were
they were
great.
rusty.
And then if I'm like, oh, that one you could see a bad tooth, we just
Yeah.
might toss to the side.
Yeah. Hey Sam, I want to tell you this. Sorry, I know that a long time ago you had mentioned you'd put a question up. It was a pretty complex question, but I think just looking in the comments I ran through, hopefully you got some answers. Thank you, Jared, and everybody else for Paul for putting in some comments for Sam with the question he has. Kind of a big question.
Let's
Yeah.
pull it up. What is it?
I don't know if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. It was a
Damn
ways
it,
back
Sam.
here. Hold on, I'll find it here. Let's see.
This is our problem. This isn't your problem because you guys are actually so interactive with us.
I love it. I just wished I could get to everybody.
Yeah, I
He
can.
was asking as a young man, how does he get started? And he doesn't have much for tools or, anything to get started with. It doesn't have land, but wants to get started and learn some timber framing and kind of follow your footsteps.
Well, tools are always going to be the option when you watch my channel because we're kind of like tool hoarders. But I've been doing this 40 years, and to this day, I don't buy a tool that doesn't have several uses, or it's there comes a point where it's just a necessity for what we're doing. You start by learning, just work at it.
Yeah.
You could start with John's tools and do it old school way with a handsaw. Make sure that this is something that you love because actually timber framing, sawmilling and timber framing and building cabins are all joined together in want to say your love for woodworking. If you don't like woodworking, you're not gonna want to succeed. You're not gonna go with it. So
It's too
everything
hard.
that you learn,
It's too
you're gonna learn from. I learned tricks from new guys. Seriously.
Hold
There
on.
was a lot of- I
Sorry.
thought that roof was coming.
That
in.
was it for me.
That might be it. If we go
Sorry,
out,
guys.
I'm sorry. We'll post if we've died.
Just let this video live if it comes, because people are going to love to see it.
You sure it's not sawdust up there in the ceiling trying to
No.
scare you?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, man.
So
My thought for Sam was he could start small. I mean,
I think you said that. Exactly.
yes.
just like Brad, I mean, he started with mailbox posts,
Yeah.
doing the timber framing and stuff like that. You don't have to have a lot of land. Little gazebos and things like that. I mean, you can learn a lot. You get all the same joinery and all that kind of thing, but you don't have to have a big piece of land to do that. And start small, and it's amazing how fast it'll grow.
I mean, that's really good. I mean, that's really good advice.
It is. And honestly, I got to tell you what, if you wanted to do timber framing business or something like that, building the small stuff and building yourself
you're going with this.
gazebos, or, like we built my friend a chicken coop, you're banging these things out in 2 days. You're getting the love for what you do, and you build from there.
Yeah.
But I bet you, unless, it takes more than a timber framer to be selling a business of I'm selling timber frame houses. I mean, that's just a whole nother skill set. If it's your love for wood and you want to make some cash on the side, you can make little dovetail cabin dog houses. I guarantee people would buy them. You could make, I mean, really gazebo stuff. I talked to Jay about when he first got here. I'm like, we'll blow out some stuff, throw it out on Facebook. That never happened.
Yeah, but it's a great idea. I mean, I think your point. I mean, if I'm reading it right, it's like doing a massive house or something is a lot different endeavor than like what Jared's saying. Which again, I mean, I like what Brad's doing. Some of the, I mean, that's timber framing. I mean, doing a sign or well,
he did a sign, and then he
beautiful.
just built his. He built his. I want to call it a gazebo. Don't be mad at me. This guy, I'm looking down at him like I'm yelling at him. Like, don't be mad at me that I said the wrong thing. He calls me every day. But he started from the beginning, and he's asking me about tools and squaring things up, became a friend, ended himself up at Bunyan on the workforce. So I think he probably enjoyed that, learned some stuff there. I know that this is what our show is about, is actually getting beginner guys actually, I mean, owning a sawmill and making, nice, perfect lumber is a learning experience. There's things to be taught.
There's always stuff to
read.
There's always new stuff. It's like learning should never stop anyway, no matter what.
No.
But especially in something like this.
Yes.
Where, I mean,
and if you're building a cabin, I don't care if you're building 30 of them exactly the same. There's going to be a problem different in each one of them for some reason that you're going to learn something by overworking that problem. Either you enjoy that, I want to call it frustration and love all at once. If you don't think that I've been frustrated building something, or it's not coming out right, or this is taking too long, you can't put a timeline on this kind of stuff. No. I even try. I'm like, we're going to blow this out today. I'm like, what happened? We didn't do anything, So the love of woodworking. What keeps me going. I mean, and you cut a beam on the thing. I'm like, God, that's a beautiful beam. How many times I say that during a week? I'm like, you seriously loving wood? Like, what the hell is wrong with you?
Well, it's like anything. I mean, you have to have a love for it. I mean, what's Bukowski or whatever, find what you love and let it kill you. That's pretty much anybody that loves to do anything that doesn't seem to make sense. That's exactly right. I mean, it's like we do it because we do it, and it may be the end of us. But hey, Austin said, howdy, y'all. Saw your response to my comment in the community messages today. Thanks for getting back and answering my question. Man, Dan is on that all the time, and I don't know. We're trying. He tries to get to everybody. Comments on videos and stuff. He was just talking. He was saying thank you for.
Did I get back? Did I get back?
You did. You
I
did.
pretty much do that right away. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my God, I got a comment. Let me make sure.
Yeah, I know. I mean, sometimes I go back, I'm always look for I'm like, when did you do this? I don't know. Anyway,
It just happened.
it's the love of wood, the potential behind each log. Yes, it is. I mean,
Morgan's saying, why are you guys looking up like the building's coming down? Because we
It was-
thought it was coming down. Big chunk of ice from the tree or something hit this bad boy. And then he actually asked, did we talk about lube on our sawmill?
Oh, yeah, was that who was it?
I don't use lube if I don't have to.
we actually don't.
It gums up the works, to be honest with you. If you're not cooking your blade and you're not getting sap all over the place, now, we cut some pine and then maybe, not recently in the last couple of weeks, but depending on the pine you're cutting, a little squirt of diesel. And then what, you know what I mean? As the blade's going, we just whack it with diesel. You get rid of the gum. That's going to be a little bit of problem.
But people try a lot of different, pine saw. It's so many different things. I've seen people asking
we
that.
did
And
too.
it's like,
We had a whole thing of dish dawn.
Yeah.
You're blowing bubbles. The old diesel.
It's true.
It's 2 squirts of diesel and it knocks that
Yeah.
blade clean. Now you don't want to have a gummy blade. That's going to affect the speed of your saw. And a saw blade, the faster that baby's working, that's kind of why we're juiced up a little bit.
And we
you know?
we just diesel
That's
it
all.
every once. It's only when you need it. I
Yeah.
don't even water. It's a don't. I mean, it's a
No.
whole different conversation too. Water depends on the wood, the time of the year, the blade you're using.
If it's getting hot out or if you're
you know.
feeling something, I might add a little water. I've actually used water to the point where it's pouring out on it. What it does is grab more sawdust and hold into it. And
It's a mess.
It could be a mess. I mean, it's nothing in wood. I'd say it's not like an exact science. You're dealing with something from God and different stresses in wood and different things. That's why you're always learning, because say the guy that doesn't have land but wants to get wood, he's going to talk to an arborist. Do you think he's going to bring you symmetrical same boards all the time? No, he's going to bring you whatever he cut out of Aunt Mabel's neighborhood, and that's what you're going to get. So you're actually get a schooling of all the different types of wood. I mean, all the buildings we've made here, we've used different types of wood to see what's best to work with, what's lasting, how much percentage waste. So we're still learning. Period.
Yep. All right. Let's see. Oh,
Hit me up with something.
there we go. Let's see. What did Adam say? My goal is to build without metal fasteners. Pegs and joinery is an art, and I'm a scientist by trade. Oh, you're in trouble. It's definitely made for engineer minds. Yeah. And scientific
honestly,
minds. Yeah.
That's exactly my dream too.
Yeah.
I mean, my dream was to not only build without metal fasteners, but to build and manufacture everything that goes into a house, from the pegs to everything comes off my property. So we're not just getting a load of lumber dropped and a giant thing of pegs and we're just having at it. It takes us twice as long, because then we're cutting the trees, drying the trees, making pegs, being in front of that, making flooring, making roofing. And that's my joy of it. And I think it to you too, because any day of the week, we're never doing something for 5 days a week. We could be sawmilling. You could be fixing a generator. We could be in the woods cutting trees. We could be making joinery. We could be doing T&G. So it kind of keeps it interesting. And it's, I'd say not monotonous.
No, but there's very few things that we do for more than a day or two. We will for a while, then you take that break.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's like, then we're on the mill. And like all of a sudden the mill, you do the mill for a few days and you're like, okay, you want to break for something else. And then it's a break to go back to the mill,
It is. So you're not, I mean, we've been milling a lot lately, but I love milling. So I'm like, we'll just do it again tomorrow.
Yeah.
And, but then it comes to the time, the same with timber framing and joinery. After you're joining so many things and the problems, I got 14 trusses to make. I mean, making the same one, you're doing a lot of holes, a lot of pockets. I don't know. If you actually overwork yourself, you might cut corners, I think. You know what I mean? Like you just need a break. So what did we do? We made decking the other day. I
Yeah.
said, I've been avoiding this decking project because I don't want to get on my knees and screw the deck down. And I'm like, we need to finish this.
We'll get it done
It's
eventually.
6 months old.
It's like, how close is the carriage house to being done? Like 4 boards.
Yeah.
For how long? 6 months. What the?
So that's fun to take a break for me. Anyway, keeps it interesting.
Yep. So yeah, well,
24 inches under snow.
That's not
Private
good.
solutions for. I heard most of you guys are under snow. We're going to be under some bad ice. I'm not even sure if I'm getting home tonight.
no, does that be really? Are we going to be bunk mates? Yeah.
Put up Gibbs if we
Send
can.
help.
Austin Gibbs has got a
Austin,
plan.
what do we have? Follow-up question?
Is
Is that the one?
This one here at the end down. He said, I do have a follow-up from my question. My plan I brought from Timber Frame headquarters called my 4x6 floor joist for the second floor. You suggest I use 6x8s.
I know what you're going to say on this.
I believe, tell me if I'm mistaken, Austin, you commented on something today. I've had this question before, and I said I use 6x8s for my floor joist because that's what I do. I don't want to say that a 4x6 is not sufficient because I'm not even sure what building you're doing, but I do know that Timber Frame headquarters does use a lot of 4x6 material. This barn right here that you see was a Timber Frame headquarters, I say plan. It was their picture, and it had 4x8s, 4x6 rafters, and mine are 6x8. So I just changed them up. If you're going, I'd need to know more about the distance before I'd put a 4x6 timber as opposed to just putting a 6x. And if you're cutting your own material, it's easier for you to get a 6x that you can actually get hearted, boxed out. A 4x6, you're going to have to make sure that you are free of heart, which you're going to need bigger logs. But maybe you have that. I don't know.
Yeah, troglodyte, it does depend on the span.
Totally,
Yeah.
Totally on the span. Totally on the span.
And what you're going to put on the second floor, like a hot tub?
Or 2.
Who doesn't want a hot tub?
Get that engineered. Always check
Actually-
with the engineer.
We put an extra pier in at the carriage
It's called
house.
go big on your wood.
Yeah,
Go big.
Go big.
Go big.
Yeah.
I'm not one, you know, it's hard. It just, I know that they do that. And Timber Frame headquarters, I don't know if you bought their plan, but it's not like reading a plan. It's reading the CNC manual.
Yeah.
The
It's
layout is very, very tough for new guys to do it that way. I even told them that. I'm like, why are you selling plans to new guys like that when you can click a button and send it, you know, the normal way to us?
Yeah.
But they wouldn't do it. So
Okay, this is kind of back. Well, this isn't really what we're on topic with, but I thought this was good because we were seeing. I have southern, because we're dealing with this right now, right? Southern yellow pine and longleaf pine in the winter. Best time to mill these tree. A lot of sap I noticed when cutting in the summer. Exactly, right?
absolutely. That's why we're doing it
Yeah.
now. We are dropping southern yellow pine left and right, milling them up. And we're milling them. They're only down a week. And I'll mill 100 and then we just drop more and do it. But yeah, you go in the summertime, other than all the bugs and crap you're going to have to deal with
Mhm.
getting your southern yellow pine and the sap, I cut all mine in the winter and just leave it. And John, I know from Star Hill, said the same. He
Yeah.
said that he's getting for all of his classes. That's a lot of wood to keep at your
Yeah.
house, but for all his classes, he gets his winter cut southern yellow pine.
Yeah.
Um,
And it's been good. I mean, we've done so much yellow pine in the past month. I mean, and it's been, and it was cut cold. The sun will come out, you know, bake for a couple of days, and you get a little bit more sap, but the machine's not gumming up. There's just been literally just running a little bit of water every once in a while, just a touch of water every once in a while.
You're going to have, when
know.
we're drying I don't want to say we're drying them. They've probably been out a month and I started making the joinery with them. You're getting a little bit of sap pour out of the cells. Not a lot. We kind of were using a new sand because it was gumming up our belt sander, and we're just using What is the name of that thing anyway?
It's the
finishing brush.
it's a surface sander.
Surface
It's a rolling
sander.
surface sander, and wow, that was amazing.
Yeah.
It really was kind of eye opening. Just threw that in there. Dan's like, why don't you try that thing out? And with the 40 grit pad on that thing, I was able to do pretty much a whole day's worth of just clean up on all the beams real fast, just to clean up the dirt, and that without changing, it still looked rustic. Just enough to take everything, kind of smooth everything out a little bit. And it was, we might have to do a little video.
We are
going
to do a video. We talked about, we didn't want to do it the other day. Pat Jennings, who was here,
he's back.
He was there the day we went in. And I said, it was great to see you. He came down for a few days. I had to get in the woods because this is our time of year to get our wood.
Yep.
Period. Oak, everything. I had that fella bunch down there. We munched a bunch of trees the other day. We're going through that pine forest. By March, I'm done cutting my wood for the year, other than when I say that, cutting my trees, getting my logs up.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot to gather. There's gonna be a lot to gather, actually.
I'm trying to get the roof on the barn so that after we get all these cants up, I've got a place to stick them maybe out of the weather, other than being all over my property stacked up. I mean,
and if you watch the videos, they're all over
Timbertown.
I mean, it's like literally got to move one, trying to be efficient, but you got to remove that stack because we've got so many stacks and we're doing a lot of stuff up on the tables. So,
Yep. I like that. Dovetail Cabin Tools is taking care of a lot of questions in the background.
Thanks,
I like
Jared.
that. Multifunctional, my friend.
We know Dan likes multifunctional. So
Northeast Oklahoma is under. I saw that on the news for the first time. Oklahoma getting slammed with snow. We're all gonna get it.
Yeah, hopefully you guys are all safe. I mean, we'll leave with that, or not leave with it, but you heard we got ice everywhere. I've never really even seen anything quite like it. My car, I think I said earlier, I couldn't even get it was like somebody just dropped a plastic coating over the entire truck. And there was no way I was running for 10 minutes and I couldn't get the door. It did look epoxy. I couldn't get the door
same
open.
way because I was yelling at him. I'm like, I'm not gonna make it. I got a half-inch ice on my wife's car.
Yeah.
Break your door handle off trying to open the door.
Oh, I know. I had it actually. Yeah, it almost didn't open. And I'm like, that's probably not a good idea.
I want to start it right now.
Yeah. You better start that thing. Let it run for like a half hour. I mill on my Eastern red cedar green. It's not as easy to mill after setting a while. Yeah, that makes sense. A lot of woods end up that way, though. They definitely harden, with time. We've got oak that's sitting around sometimes, and they'll be sitting in piles. And I mean, oak's hard anyway, but you can tell there's just different. It definitely makes a difference, for sure. All right, let's see who's got anything here. I think Jared's taking care of everybody. Jared, we're going to just go ahead and go home, and you can just finish this up.
I had to plug in my computer and my phone.
I love it. Thank you. That's awesome, man. Good answers too, by the way. So let's see. Let's see if I missed anybody here. I don't know where Dan went. Let's see. Are you guys in Arkansas? I don't know who you're talking about, Higgins, but wait, we got there. Or sorry. No, we are in person. If it's two guys, we're in Tennessee. So we got troglodytes in British Columbia.
Pat Jennings is from Arkansas, Mountain Home, Arkansas.
There you go.
I have a little family down there. Little tick country, hot, humid. Almost like that's when I visit Branson, when I go through that way, my friend.
All right.
So what do we got? We Ellison's cook drips into the felt. You're right. There is different. They do have the felt pads. He was talking about lubrication. I might have just went off the wall here.
I don't know. Hey, just step in wherever you need to there. I don't. Let's see.
Every now and then, if I'm wondering if my band is getting warm, when it stopped, obviously, reach up there and feel it. If it feels like it's getting hot, then throw lube on it.
There you go.
I've seen some guys too. You can also tell when it's really getting hot because I've seen black marks. I'm like,
oh yeah,
like charcoal. I mean, maybe
almost like a dull blade on your steel saw.
Yes.
Burning wood instead of cutting.
Yep. So I'm not sure what he said. Yeah, I was just asking you guys. Jig and crack.
Oh, he was asking where we were. We're in Tennessee. So he was asking if we were in Arkansas. Yeah, no, we're in Tennessee.
So that's not my jig and crappy guy from here in town that did my bug spraying. No.
Is that his name?
I know he left bug spraying because he made these little crappy jigs, and now he's
Oh,
selling.
the crappy things. All right,
I
got
know.
you.
I
I'm like,
lost
what are you
my
talking
bug guy
about?
to the crap guy.
I was like, what are you talking
I'm like,
about?
and he doesn't take me fishing, so I'm like, you're a useless friend right now, my buddy.
I'm going crappy jigs. Jigs out of crap? What?
Yeah, crappy jigs.
What are we giving away today? John wants to know. We just joy.
I'm giving it away.
Joy.
Joy. My time I'm giving you away because this isn't a members only live. I can't give away to everybody that's subscribed to our channel. We're talking to the new guys that are here. These are the guys that actually give you the stuff, the discounts on the tools that you want, the know-how, the stuff that we're getting for you. Podgers. I mean, he's going to end up starting a new Podger business here because everybody was excited. I was excited to get mine. It was like opening Christmas because I knew what I was missing.
I think I even put that on when I sent them to you. I said, "Oh, Merry Christmas."
And Happy New Year.
It was a
Yeah,
Happy
it was
New
good.
Year.
It was a Merry Christmas.
And that's how we met. Somehow Sawmilling, and you actually sent me a picture because you saw I had a package of Swisher Sweets
Yeah.
on my cat. And I asked Jam, like, did we leave my cigars out? Because I try not to show that. You know,
No-
and then I
no
looked through the
smoking.
video. I'm like, this guy is looking through the junk on my saw.
Well,
And
no, you
then
had them
you said-
sitting right there on a machine in your shop, and I went, "He smokes grape Swisher Sweets."
So
Yeah.
you sent me a photo of your
Like,
work
I
with a
already-
grape Swisher Sweet and a beer, and we became friends that way.
We're gonna have to stop shooting to 4K so everybody can see what's
I
behind
know.
us. Yeah, we're gonna have to shooting like old 480 something, like Pixel Vision from back in the days.
See, Mike Bird said it the best right there. It says, what you guys give is timber framing wisdom.
There's a lot of comments like that. Thank
I
you
love
very
that.
much, guys. Mike Bird, thank you.
Hopefully it's more than that. I mean, by meeting with the community,
Yeah.
you know, now you got the dovetail cabin guys. Some guys don't want a timber frame. I mean, it is an art form and it's something you got to love. Maybe you just want a cabin. He's the guy to ask. I mean, I just get the jigs and show them, but I'll probably build a bunch of them, but he's the guy to ask.
Yeah, what you got?
All right, some of these comments are cracking me up here. All right. Live stream. Let's see. Jim asked if we're live stream. So I guess this is live, Jim. 9337. We are, I think we're live. We're supposed to be, but we are the kings of technical difficulties tonight.
Plan on the live going off late. I told Jim, like, we got to start 15 seconds early. It's not going to hook up to YouTube. I can't figure out how to press the two buttons. It's supposed to be simultaneously linked. Doesn't happen.
It's not happening. So again, apologies to everybody that, especially, I know Jared was here, John was here, everybody
Hey,
hanging.
Jim. Craig just sent me a message and asked if you see him on the
You could
backstage thing or something.
pop him up.
Craig, who's Craig? Oh,
Hey!
he's not in black and white.
He's not. And you know what? The
Yeah,
whole
well, we
time
got
he's
that
sitting
fixed.
there.
Do what? Oh, he's binding up.
Is he technically challenged
I,
right
I-
now?
I think he's delayed. I mean, the feed's delayed, not you, Craig. I'm just talking about the delay.
I had to log off and log back on quite a few times.
Yeah.
Oh, now he's leaving us.
Yeah, I saw you, Robert. I saw you go in and out, and I'm like, it's almost like a video game. Like I see you come in, I like hover the arrow to get. No, he's gone again. No, wait, I got him. No, missed him.
I could see you guys, but I couldn't hear you. I'm like, what is going on?
I've got to actually just say something because this is funny. And tell me if I'm wrong, Rob, but it says, hey, Jay, I don't see that black eye. You use the makeup. And then he's like, damn, what the hell? Because today, I could be wrong, made a comment. He said, you know, on today's video, Jay was getting a little sassy after last time when he ran in. And I said, I know. I had to reprimand him after work for that kind of behavior. Tell me if I'm right. If I'm right, my mind is still good. And I need a Swisher Sweet and a beer. Because
Yeah, there's nobody smacking this guy. Not to show up on a live afterwards.
Are you back, Craig?
Great.
Can you answer this?
Howdy,
Freaking
Craig.
West Coast guys. Pirate Solutions out of here, my friend. When you said Danny needs a pee and poop, I didn't know your kid was Danny because this Danny does too.
He does too. Yeah.
This Danny does too. Oh man.
Craig's on. Craig, how you doing?
Talk
over
to
there?
me, Craig.
What's up, man?
How you doing, buddy? I miss you, man.
Can you hear me okay?
I can. You're perfect. Looks like you washed your beard, man. Were you primped up for the show?
No, just out of the shower.
Nice. Chopping wood today?
Milling wood.
Milling wood.
Nothing wrong with
If
that.
anybody's on this channel doesn't know, this is the Kilted Sawyer. This is the guy. I met him too. We just met 6-8 months. Oh, it might be coming on a year now.
Yeah, it would have been. It would have been in
June.
early summer.
Yeah,
Play this
May or
again real
June. We played it before.
That was too fun.
Those were good times, right?
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was great, man.
That was way awesome. That weekend could have lasted for another 200 days.
I know.
And that was the first time that we met, buddy. I had the best time. You're a
That was
friend.
awesome.
You're a friend for life. I promise you that.
Yeah. The good news is the next one will come before we know it. We'll be talking about the next one, and we'll be coming on here and chatting about it, setting things up. So, yeah. I mean,
Everybody on your comments is saying you need to do another dovetail cabin.
there you go.
Is that what they're saying? Am I
Oh,
missing
man.
that? I said I see another dovetail. Jay, you need me to do another cabin?
We
do
did it
another.
so quick. We could do it. We could have it done by Friday night.
I know, but you got to stretch out and pretend like it took a lot longer. Although I ran around telling everybody, I was like, I calculate it's probably about 12 hours actual time to put this thing together, including cutting and everything. I was just trying to estimate like how much time we had, because we did have time, Craig, right?
Oh yeah.
So
If we were out in a scenario where it wasn't a show and we were there just to work, we could have done that several times.
Imagine if we had 2 jigs, maybe 2 saws and 2 jigs. We did that all with 1 jig, 1 saw.
Was
Lucky-
Jared listening?
Jared's
Jared.
I'll get them there. How many logs do you have?
Be honest with you, I'd have to cut all the joinery that I just did on them to make a dovetail cabin joinery. So I'm gonna.
We'd have to have George double down. You'd have to make sure George can double down.
Ah,
and you're going to need a bigger truck.
I'll bring all the 8-foot stuff again.
I think next year we're gonna just bring up my mill and we'll just mill lumber at one of those places, and they can take the lumber and do whatever the heck they want with it. after.
Well,
I
the
wanna
one
sell
guy
that.
met there Wednesday morning. He would be the one to talk to about how they figured out how many logs went where, because we can sign up for wood.
Oh, to get them there. Yeah. You can.
We can sign up for wood.
Yep. Let's see what happens. I'm excited.
Something was out, still the right one.
What's that?
Shout out to the bean. I don't know. Something was loud. What I can tell
Oh,
you.
the
right
video
now-
was loud.
Oh,
Sorry.
sorry, buddy.
Yeah,
What
that
about
was
Bill? Can we get Bill to bring some from?
Say that again.
They don't have any- Who's that?
Pirate Solutions? We'll have Bill bring some 6x8s out.
All right, bring them all.
He'll be.
He's got that pitch pine.
You know what? We should have Jared build the cabin at Bunyan while we,
Mhm.
walk around and talk to people.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what we should do.
I want to
I
sit.
can stack a cabin.
Dovetail cabin sawmill shed. Hint,
A
hint.
good challenge.
What is that, Brad? You're building yourself a dovetail cabin sawmill shed so you can mill in the wintertime?
Let us know how it goes.
No. Maybe Jared will come in up there. He's not coming to Buffalo, New York.
Nobody's going.
Nobody goes to Buffalo, man. That's where medicine's like tested and made and stuff like that.
Here's a serious question. Hold on. That's what, here.
He said, Dad, please take my money. See, Buckscale lumber, you need that. my friend. That new chainsaw you just got might be a little big for this, but you be making a bunch. You got the best wood out there where you're at.
He's 13 years old. He's got your debt. He's got your money anyway. Let's see. Anybody use rock wool between logs instead of foam board? I'm not the chinking professional on this. There's a lot of different ways to do it. I know that. Anybody want to comment out here on rock wool, which I know has been a thing for a long time?
I've heard a lot of things, but never rock wool.
Rock wool is an insulation that they're going to use. It's a more organic.
My guess is it's probably going to hold moisture, and it's also going to let air through. So if you're using it between the chinking, probably okay, but I wouldn't use that for chinking.
I wouldn't use it for chinking either. Rock wool, it would be a backing material. Yeah. It's not an outdoor finish there. Somebody said Jim, who's a member of ours, 337. Whoever Jim 337 is, I'm sorry, we hacked. I know there was another live stream going. We had such massive technical difficulties. I'm glad that you made it. Anyway, here we've been going for 2.5 hours.
It's going to be the apology tour. Like eventually,
it is. I don't know how many times I got to say sorry for Jay, but I'm here to do that.
Don't worry, I won't be on the next live, guys. Somebody else will handle this.
So hopefully you guys, the guys that aren't, that done, this is how our members only lives goes, right, fellas? You get to know the people that are there all the time, and they're sharing ideas. I know guys that were actually meeting one another and actually having, like, I don't want to say sawmill parties, but a Tupperware party, sawmill party. What the hell's the difference? You're meeting other guys, like-minded people like myself, and you guys, we all have different directions, but we're all pretty much like-minded people. And somewhere along the line, I'm gonna have to cut the short because it's starting to hammer.
It is hammering out there
right now. We've been rolling at this for 2.5 hours, so I just want you guys to know, my members, I try to do the best I can. We're going to send out a link here of the tools and stuff that we have, and definitely check out Jared's site and build yourself a cabin. We're going to have some podgers coming. You can get yourself carbide blades. Lasers are already in. There's new stuff. Next month, we'll probably have a members-only giveaway. We got something. We'll figure something out. But I do have 2 or 3 more tools in the lineup, and I'll get with you guys on that because everything is limited runs. We can only make so many jigs. We'll only do that. So I'm gonna try to help you guys out. For us, helping us out, joining in, being friends.
Yeah.
We're almost like family.
Let's not go that far, but
I don't talk to my mom this long.
You don't. That's true. This is like Dan's family.
This is like
it really is. Yeah.
This is my family. I always told my gravestone was outside the fence of the cemetery.
You guys get a lot more. Everybody in the texting and comment section, Facebook, you guys get, you get much more Dan's time than his family would ever get.
See you, Paul, buddy.
Thanks, everybody.
I'm going to get with you. I didn't forget about what I was talking about here. And Jared, I'm glad that you came. I'm glad that you came in. I've been waiting to get you on here, and you're a busy man. But we'll have some fun. I will put some posts out, see if guys really want to do a dovetail cabin in Tennessee. And when I'm gone over the summer on vacation, you're welcome to use my place. Whatever you need, trim up some logs. These guys will get it going on.
Plenty of them out there.
And I'll keep everybody informed with the Padres scenario, how the dovetail jigs that I have, which it's going to be more than that. I'm telling you, this is going to be a 3-function jig.
He likes multifunctional. There you are again, multifunctional. I like that.
Which makes sense. Pushing him for the limit to actually squeeze his jig without us having to buy 2. I did that to my cousin, so I create stress in my family. Is why they don't invite me.
Yeah, which is why you guys are his family, and he doesn't stress you out. Really, that's interesting.
I'm more giving to this family.
I know you are, very much so. Hey, thanks. Lots of well wishes, guys. Thank you. Everybody, stay safe out there as well.
All right.
So, and
Stay warm.
go on. Thank you so much for everything, guys.
You guys should stick around. Wait,
Yeah.
he has one follow-up question.
Who's that?
Austin Bibbs. Let me see where we got. I do have a file. My plans I bought from Timber Frame headquarters called by. Oh wait, we went over that.
That was from a while back, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Austin. We got you around. Guys, I'll get with you guys, and I'll get with all of you.
Yeah.
Anytime you want. But Foreman's post coming out.
Thanks everybody, and
Bye.
I hope we got to everybody. And thanks for for sticking it out. So be
All
safe.
right.
See you
Good night,
guys.
guys.
Thanks, man.
Bye.
All right, bye.